after dropping the first set. Tomorrow's women's final, Elena Rybakina and Ons Jabeur, 9 a.m. Eastern on ESPN. More than a week after he asked to be traded, Kevin Durant is still with the Nets and still with 4 years left on his contract. ESPN's Brian Windhorst.
He has the ability to force his way out of a contract, and that's the reality of what NBA is. It's not a normal business in any sense of the word. Ask the billionaires who buy teams and get frustrated about it, and now that's Joe Tsai, frustrated he's got to break up what he thought was a championship contender.
Brian Windhorst on Get Up. Detroit high school quarterback Dante Moore commits to the Oregon Ducks for next year. Ranked the number 8 recruit in the 2023 class, he's the highest ranked recruit for new coach Dan Lanning. And the NHL draft wrapped up today in Montreal, 7 rounds.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. We're close, convenient, and known for our guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Musu. And Mr. Toby Tomplay. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. 3 hours to the weekend. 15 minutes from right now, Jeremiah Hughes will be with us. He's the cornerback out of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas who committed to LSU on Thursday. He's here 15 minutes from right now. A really heavy week of recruiting coming out of the 4th of July, where that was a day where not only LSU, but a lot of schools around the country popped recruitments. A lot of young guys coming off the camp season in June wanted to make their commitment on the 4th, did, and that's carried on this week. A big one today with Dante Moore earlier picking Oregon. We'll get to that. And a big one coming up here in a couple of hours as Jaylen Brown, the 5-star receiver out of Miami, is set to make his announcement at 5 o'clock Central, and it is expected that he's going to pick LSU. So we will carry that for you live 2 hours from right now. So if you want to hear it, watch it live, be here with us then. I'll get to the recruiting stuff here in just a smidge. Let me start with a little news, though. LSU and Florida State, of course, open up their season. Well, LSU opens up the season on September the 4th in the Superdome. For Florida State, that's actually their second game of the season. Florida State will play Duquesne in Week 0. Heady play there by Mike Norvell and Florida State to get the tune-up game before they play LSU. So Florida State will play Duquesne Week 0, August 27th. Then they'll play LSU in the Dome on September the 4th. And Florida State announced today that they have sold out of their ticket allotment for the neutral site matchup with LSU. So Florida State was allotted 30,000 tickets, and they are all gone. LSU, of course, will also have its allotment of 30,000. And then the remainder of the tickets will go to corporate partners, TV partners, etc. And you expect that with the game being in New Orleans, obviously no travel for LSU fans, they'll be able to scoop up tickets on the secondary market. And all the majority of those corporate tickets are going to end up in the hands of LSU fans. But even still, for Florida State to sell out a 30,000 ticket allotment, that is a pretty impressive statement. It's not a far travel from Tallahassee, coming down I-10 into New Orleans, I-10 west into New Orleans. But more than anything, and listen, New Orleans is a desirable destination. LSU is a big, flashy name brand on the marquee. There's a lot of reasons why Florida State fans would want to make the trip to this game. But the flip side of it is Florida State has not been very good. Do you know the last time Florida State had a winning record in the regular season. I'm not talking because Jimbo's last year they were 6-6, and then he left and they won the bowl game, and so they finished 7-6. But I mean a regular season winning record. Last time was 2016, y'all. 2016 they were 9-3, won the Orange Bowl to get to 10-3. It's the last time Florida State had a winning record in the regular season. I mean, y'all, you're talking about 5 seasons coming and going without having a winning record in the regular season. Half a decade at Florida State. I mean, Bobby Bowden had the longest run ever of top 5 finishes in the AP poll at the end of the season. That program has obviously fallen hard. Jimbo left. Willie Taggart was a disaster. They bring in Mike Norvell from Memphis. 3-6 in the COVID year. Last year he was 5-7. And around those parts, they're hoping that this is the year for them to stair step up and get back into a winning record, get back to bowl eligibility in the regular season. I know it's crazy to think that that's the ambition at Florida State, but that's what it is. And the fact that you can sell 30,000 tickets to travel for a team that hasn't been good in half a decade, that's an impressive statement for that fan base. For what it's worth, the Dome, the capacity there is 74,295. So if you figure 30,000 Florida State fans, it means LSU should have about 15,000 more fans there than Florida State, which is significant. But at the same time, it's going to be a pretty split. I mean, maybe like a 60-40 type crowd. I mean, we have seen at times LSU play in that venue, and it's been just overwhelming. I mean, maybe the most that I can recall was the 2000, I guess the January 2002 Sugar Bowl against Illinois. It was 85-15 LSU to Illinois, and with good reason. I mean, LSU hadn't been in a BCS game. It was LSU's first BCS game, and they had won the SEC, and Illinois was far away, and they got smoked in that game. But anyway, the point is, I think you're going to have a much more equally representative crowd than maybe we had initially thought. It's impressive for Florida State to sell 30,000 tickets, but they have done that. So LSU and Florida State, September the 4th in the Dome, which will be a Sunday, of course, at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on ABC. And for Florida State, it'll be their second game of the season as they open up with Duquesne in Week 0. But it's after further review. We will see the current Tigers in that game, and we're looking ahead consistently to who the future Tigers will be. We know one of them will not be Dante Moore, the 5-star quarterback out of Michigan. Earlier today on ESPN made his announcement. This is how it looked and sounded.
With that being said, I would like to announce my commitment to the University of Oregon.
So Dante Moore on ESPN earlier today committed to Oregon. That is no great surprise. Being from Detroit, it was thought during his recruitment at one point that he was going to be maybe a Notre Dame lean, but it obviously didn't go that way. Brian Kelly left. Marcus Freeman couldn't get Dante Moore there in the boat. LSU was in on Dante Moore, but he picked Oregon. And listen, I'll respect the fact that he did say, in an interview with ESPN that, with Phil Knight being at Oregon, their facilities being amazing, he said, I know that it's Nike and Phil Knight. Of course, there can be big opportunities for NIL to build my brand. I know it's going to be a great process, but as of now, we haven't talked anything much on that. So he denied that there being any conversation of NIL, but acknowledged that that's certainly a part of it when you're talking about Oregon, and that is certainly something that Oregon has to sell. So, so it's not a great surprise, and two of the highly rated quarterbacks at LSU was in on that have now, popped for other schools. Jaden Rashada has made his commitment to Miami, and now Dante Moore has made his commitment to Oregon. If you look at the quarterbacks, the top quarterbacks in the country for 2023, you know a lot of this, but just as a recap. So Arch Manning has obviously pledged to Texas. The number 2 quarterback in the country is Malachi Nelson. He's out of California. He's pledged to USC there with Lincoln Riley. Nico Amalaeva, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'll get it eventually when he shows up on campus, but he's the 5-star out of California who's now committed to Tennessee. Dante Moore today committed to Oregon. He's the 4th best quarterback in the country. Right behind him, Jaden Rashada, who's going to Miami. Jackson Arnold, he's committed to Oklahoma. He's the 6th best quarterback in the country. This is all in the 247 composite, by the way. Christopher Vizina out of Birmingham, he's number 7. He's committed to Clemson. Eli Holstein, we know, is committed to Bama. The 9th best quarterback is the highest-rated uncommitted quarterback. That's Dylan Lonergan out of Georgia. He's a 4-star. He's thought to be an Alabama lean, but that might not make a ton of sense considering Eli Holstein is already committed to Alabama. Would they take 2? Marcus Stokes is the 10th best quarterback in the country today. He flipped from Penn State to Florida. Ricky Collins, who we've talked about from Baton Rouge, is committed to Purdue. That might be the most realistic, highest-rated quarterback that you have a chance to get. And there's a whole bunch of other quarterbacks committed to Kansas State, Arkansas, Baylor, Louisville, Missouri, Arizona, North Carolina. Marcel Reed out of Nashville is committed to Ole Miss. The next highest-ranked uncommitted quarterback is Brock Glenn, who's the 21st best quarterback in the country. He's out of Memphis. He's sort of crystal ball to Auburn, but he's a 3-star. So I guess my point is, of the quarterbacks on the board for 2023, if you plan on signing a quarterback in the 2023 class, your most realistic option at this point is to try to go flip Ricky Collins, who's over there at Woodlawn in Baton Rouge, who's currently committed to Purdue. We talked about him last week when Shea Dixon was here. Y'all, Ricky Collins is a straight dude. If LSU could flip him, there's no feeling of, you drew a short straw there and you're having to go get a guy just to get a guy. Like, that's a dude that I would love to have on LSU's roster if they could flip him. Curious to see if that's a direction that they look moving forward now. So Dante Moore, he has committed to Oregon, doing so today. Now, yesterday, LSU got a commit from Jeremiah Hughes, 3-star cornerback out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Jeremiah Hughes, is going to join us on the flip side of this break. Don't you move.
AFR.
All right, y'all, we are into storm season. Quiet so far, but you know it is likely that is going to change. What do you do when the power goes out? Well, for most of us, it means you go wait in long lines for gas. You wait hours in line for ice. You run to the store to make sure you get bread and get whatever you can off the shelves. Batteries to power your flashlights. Or you can do what I did. You can call Schutz Electric. Install a whole home generator. Power goes out, boom, your Generac powers on and powers your entire house. It's that easy. CESofLA.com. They have a generator division at Schutz Electric, so they're not outsourcing work. They handle everything from the permitting, dealing with the power company, everything that you don't want to do, they're experts at doing. It's more affordable than you think. Financing is available. Schutz Electric. CESofLA.com.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
At Rejuvame, we specialize in medically monitored hormone replacement therapy, giving you the energy you need for all life's challenges. We can help get your day started. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
Call Mr. Electric today for electrical repairs, upgrades, and installations.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a $1
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, connected with Jeremiah Hughes, 3-star cornerback out of Las Vegas, who committed to LSU yesterday. That's coming up here in just a moment as soon as we can patch. We're just having trouble connecting on the line. We'll get him through here in just a quick second. Around the SEC bottom of this hour, Theriot next hour. I do want to get Theriot's thoughts on the big baseball news yesterday with Jay Johnson finishing out his football staff, his baseball staff for his second season in Baton Rouge. And I think for a lot of people, when you saw the news yesterday, and maybe just I'm just basing it on a lot of the feedback on Twitter, social media, the text line, and everything that we saw yesterday after we learned that Josh Jordan was the pick, the Duke recruiting coordinator. A lot of people kind of roll their eyes at Duke. But one of the things that was pretty evident the more I talked to people about Josh Jordan, he was integral into building Duke's roster and to bringing success to a place that had really never had it. And it was a big sort of hat tip there. And then with the staff as it is, you really cover the entire country, where you had obviously Jay Johnson with West Coast roots, Wes Johnson, who spent a lot of time in the SEC, and then with Josh Jordan going from Appalachian State to Duke, being there on the East Coast and sort of in the ACC footprint for his entire career. You cover the entire country, and you have roots in the entire country for recruiting purposes. So, we'll get some reaction to that from Theriot coming up in the next hour as well. You got an update for me? Oh, okay. All right, we're trying to connect with Jeremiah Hughes at this point. I'll tell you what. Let's just flip segments. Let's do around the SEC now, and then we'll try to come back and get Jeremiah Hughes here in a moment if we can. All right, hit it.
Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions. The Florida Gators.
As we mentioned a bit ago, quarterback Marcus Stokes flipped his commitment from Penn State to Florida, made that announcement live with our friends over at 1010XL Radio in Jacksonville. He's from Ponte Vedra. He's the nation's not a bad place to be from, huh? He's the nation's number 10 signal caller in the class of 2023. He'd been committed to Penn State since early April. Stokes has drawn comparisons to Kenny Pickett, the Pitt quarterback. Florida now has 10 verbal commits for the class of 2023.
The Tennessee Volunteers.
Tennessee landed a Thursday commitment from Cameron Seldon. He's just outside of the top 100 nationally in the 247 composite. From 247, they have him as a top 30 prospect nationally. He's the number 3 athlete in the country for 2023. He's out of Virginia, 6'2", 220, likely to be a receiver at the college level, despite playing a multitude of positions there in Class 1A football in Virginia.
The Ole Miss Rebels.
The Ole Miss men's basketball team received their second commit of the 2023 recruiting class, this time from four-star forward Rashad Marshall. Picked Ole Miss over offers from Florida State, Tulsa, Texas A&M, TCU, and St. Louis. He's 6'9", 215 out of the state of Arkansas. He's the top-ranked prospect in Arkansas, who's now picked Ole Miss, the number 83 overall prospect in the country. Marshall joins Mississippi product Jacob Gazzo as the only commits for Ole Miss in 2023.
The Auburn Tigers.
And an 11th preseason game, or excuse me, an 11th non-conference game has been added to Auburn's slate for the coming season. Auburn will host Texas Southern November the 18th. The game against Texas Southern will be Auburn's 6th home game on the non-conference slate. They'll also play in Cancun, and they travel to Atlanta for the Holiday Hoopsgiving Showcase. It'll be the third straight season that Bruce Pearl has brought his team to Atlanta. All right, there you have it. That is Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products. Shout out to our guy, Trey Beal, and our friends at Gulf Coast Office Products online at gcopnet.com. gcopnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. Face-to-face sales, service after the sale. That's what you get at Gulf Coast Office Products. Remember, the official office equipment provider of the LSU Tigers, the New Orleans Saints, the ULL Ragin' Cajuns, and the New Orleans Pelicans. That's Gulf Coast Office Products. GCOPnet.com, GCOPnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. All right. We're just going to flip segments here, and hopefully we can connect with Jeremiah and get him for our next segment. So let me just kind of finish off this segment here. And then at the end of the hour, we'll continue our LSU football preview segment. I apologize. We're kind of just shifting here on the fly. Live radio happens when 18-year-olds don't pick up the phone or you can't connect with them. We had Kylie McDaniel on AFR yesterday. And if you're not familiar, Kylie McDaniel is ESPN's MLB insider who handles the MLB draft. And we talked with Kylie about basically all of the draft flight possibilities at LSU. The guys who are currently on the roster and the signees who are at risk of signing after the draft. And we went through all the – look, some of them we know. Like, we know Justin Crawford. We know Mizorowski. Like, we know some of these guys they're going to be highly – Robbie Snelling. They're going to be highly drafted, and they're gone. They're not going to be back. So it was more interesting to look at he's got Tucker Toman as one of the top players, a first-round pick as well. It's going to be more interesting to look at guys like Jared Jones and Gavin Guidry and some of those guys that are sort of borderline prospects that are tweeners as to whether or not they might sign or show up on campus. So I talked to Kylie, actually. We traded messages after the show a little bit. I'd highly recommend you go back and listen to that interview if you want to get his sort of thumbnail on all of these prospects. It was in hour 3 of yesterday's AFR, so you can get it on demand, or you can go to the Watch 104.5 ESPN YouTube channel. Just look up July 7th AFR. If you go to the AFR, Watch 104.5 ESPN YouTube channel, go to AFR from July 7th, hour 3, you'll see it there. But it was interesting. We were messaging after, and he mentioned to me that there are 16 LSU commits on his top 300, which he released today. So yesterday he kind of gave us a little bit of a sneak peek to his final big board of sorts, the top 300 prospects for the draft, which he released today. And he mentioned that there were 16 LSU commits, which he said, I'm going to tweet about it because that has to be a record. When you're talking about guys who what they do professionally is cover the draft, the Major League Baseball draft, and when he's telling you that this is a record for one school to have 16 commitments, we're not even talking about Jacob Berry and Cade Doty and the like. We are talking about the high school guys that are committed and signed right now that may or may not show up. He's saying there's 16. That's a record for one school to produce. So when you look at the top 300, I'll run through it. He's got Jacob Berry as his 9th best player. Tucker Toman, the 3rd baseman out of South Carolina, 15. Justin Crawford, 21st. Robbie Snelling, 32nd. Brady Neely has at 44, and this is where you kind of get into we'll see how it goes. Cade Doty he has as the 53rd best prospect. And then you kind of draw that line because we even talked to him about Mikey Romero yesterday. He's got Mikey Romero at 56. This is where you really come down to, can we do next segment? Okay. We're going to call him back? Okay, perfect. All right, we'll have Jeremiah Hughes coming up on the other side of the break. So give us about 5 minutes. Mikey Romero was a really interesting one because Romero is one that I've been told all along, no shot he's signing. And that may be the case. He may sign no matter what. But at 56, if you're looking at the money, that's going to be around $1 million. Is that enough? And it's funny how we sort of, I don't mean to like be snarky about $1 million. That's an incredible amount of money that most of us will never have the opportunity to earn in a year, especially at 18 years old. But if you're Mikey Romero or a prospect of his ilk, and you have the opportunity to sign for $1 million, but keep in mind, you're going to pay an agent fee, you're going to pay taxes. So after all of that, what are you left with? About $500,000, $600K, whatever it is. And again, I'm not saying that at 18 to put $600,000 in your bank account is a bad thing, but you could do that, or you could come to LSU where you're going to have NIL opportunities, and you play 3 seasons in Baton Rouge, and when you come out, maybe you're a top 20 prospect in the draft, and now that $1 million looks more like $3 million. So that's the question that all of these prospects are going to have. Maybe the biggest, by the way, he's got Paul Gervais, 151. The biggest surprise to me is Eric Raiselman was not in his top 300. So unless if I just overlooked it, and I scanned it very closely twice, but unless if I just flat overlooked it, I did not see Raiselman in his top 300. So that means you would have Raiselman outside of the top 10 rounds, and if that's the case, he's very likely coming back to school. Like, there's no reason, I mean, unless if he just wants to leave and begin a pro career, but when you're dotting 98, if you can come back and develop a secondary pitch and improve, I mean, you stand to make 7 figures by coming back to school. So that's one that maybe I was not considering that LSU would even have a chance of getting back, that if this holds, you would certainly have a good chance of getting Raiselman back next year. So just keep that in mind. Kylie McDaniel had his MLB draft rankings, the top 300 prospects for the draft, which is coming up in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I guess, in about a week from Sunday. And 16 of the LSU signees on the list. Jacob Berry at 9, Cade Doty at 53, and Paul Gervais at 151. So getting close. We'll keep you posted. All right, it's after further review. We'll knock out a break, come back, and I promise this time we'll talk to Jeremiah Hughes. Stay here.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time, or you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. You can always look them up online at 1hourbr.com. As a matter of fact, today I was having lunch with Ryann Theriot. We were sitting right there on Bluebonnet at that Brewbacher's. And what comes down the street right on Bluebonnet? A big yellow van with a giant clock on the side from River City's 1 Hour Air. You see them all over town. You will notice them all over town because so many of your friends and neighbors do what I did. They trust River City's 1 Hour Air. If your home central AC is on the fritz, if it's not keeping up with all this hot weather, give our friends at River City's 1 Hour Air a call. They would be more than happy to come and take a look for you. 752-0001. Go read the reviews. I tell you all the time, they have more than double the amount of 5-star reviews of the next closest competitor. It's what happens when you've been around for 40 years treating people right. River City's 1 Hour Air, 752-0001.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, LSU added another cornerback to its class on Thursday. Jeremiah Hughes out of Bishop Gorman in Vegas popped for the Tigers, and Jeremiah's good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. Hey, man, happy Friday. Congrats on your commitment, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Hey, man, I saw your tweet. So you committed on your parents' anniversary. Was that intentional?
Yeah, it was just something that they could be able to feel like they were special about. So that's the main reason I did it.
Did you have any hesitancy about making the decision now, or were you solid to LSU? You knew you were going to commit, and you were just going to do it on that date in particular?
I had actually silently committed while I was out there, and I waited till that day to make sure it was public, to make sure that that's exactly where I wanted to go.
So you silently committed. Did your parents know you silently committed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, okay. That's pretty cool either way, man. Because if you had silently committed and they didn't know, that'd have been one thing. So let me ask kind of like a big picture, obvious question. Why LSU? Why did you pick the Tigers?
LSU is just a prestigious school all around. Like, if you're a big player, that's where you go. I feel like I'm a pretty big player, so that's just a big opportunity for me. And for me to be able to take the opportunity is big, because not everybody gets to do this. And that's just the biggest reason. And it's DBU. If you want to be the best DB, go to the league, get paid the big bucks. That's where you go to get developed.
What DBs do you remember watching play at LSU? I would assume you're a college football fan, so you've seen these guys play.
Yeah, I watched Derek Stingley for sure. Elias Ricks a little bit when he was there. I got a couple Patrick B highlights that I watched.
Nice.
LaRon Landry.
Oh, okay.
And LaRon Landry, Demon. And Jay Ward for sure.
Yeah, man. It's funny. LaRon Landry was a high school quarterback at Honville. And he showed up at LSU, and then he started hitting the curl machine, and then turned into an absolute monster. Jeremiah Hughes with us. Let's talk about because a kid from Las Vegas, it's not often that dudes from Vegas end up at LSU. So how did it start with you and the staff?
It was really Coach Steeples. He had followed me, and you see a LSU follower, you automatically get interest. I showed him my highlights. He liked them. And my old DB coach, Coach Nico, he had actually asked him about him. And then Coach Nico just put in good words. He was saying, like, how I am as a player. And Coach Steeples liked me. We got up there for a visit, and we really just hit it off.
So basically what you're saying is Robert Steeples he followed you on social media? That's how the connection started? It's just amazing, dude, because you think about it, Jeremiah, in a you don't know a pre-internet world, but like a pre-Twitter world, for a person from Vegas like yourself to have an opportunity at LSU, it's just almost hard to imagine how it could even happen. So what was it about Coach Steeples? Like, walk me through when you came on your visit here, what made you comfortable with Coach Steeples and the rest of the staff?
Coach Steeples, he just welcomed me in, and we started talking. He told me about, like, his past, how he used to play, and he told me how he used to train. I really like that because nobody else, like, really tells you how they used to get it in. And, like, it's amazing to see that he knows, like, what to tell his players because he's done it before. And he's also just like me. Like, me and him both pretty chill dudes. We hit off. We had some great conversations. Him and my mom got along. When I went on the official visit, he made sure that I felt like that was going to be home.
Did you there's the picture of you with Coach Steeples and Brian Kelly. We're showing it to our YouTube audience right now. What were your impressions of Brian Kelly?
Brian Kelly's awesome. He has some great conversations with my mom. What he's building at LSU is great. He wants to change the program to be like graduating champions, building players, building students, and building men as well. And that's really the biggest thing in life that you want. And it's just amazing to know that someone actually cares about the kids like that, to be able to help them be men and students, not just football.
What are you going to study?
It's either psychology or I'm going to stay around medicine right now. I mean sports.
Okay. Like sports medicine?
Something around there, just to get back to the community of sports. The football community, yeah.
You know what I think about broadcast? You might have a future there, man, if you're interested.
Yeah, I
might. Hit me up when you get here, man. I'd love to have you in the studio.
Got you.
Tell us a little more about your impressions of Baton Rouge and the campus. So, like, how long were you here when you came for your visit?
I got it was 2 to 3 days. When I got in, I didn't really get to see nothing crazy. But on the way from the airport to the hotel we were staying at, I got to see, like, the views, like how beautiful Baton Rouge is. And it's just like a community. It just looks so put together, so down to earth. It's just amazing. Everyone's there together. Everyone supports the football team. And it's just amazing to see. It's a great community to be in.
A little more green than the desert, huh?
Yeah, way more green than the desert. I'm out here right now.
What did you think of I've been to Vegas, obviously, and during the summer when it's like 110. It's a little different here. So what did you think about the weather as compared to being in the desert?
I was born in
Oh, did we lose him? Okay, call him right back, please. All right, we're going to get him back. We're not done. I got a few. Oh, he's still there. Okay, cool. All right, we got you back, Jeremiah. Sorry about that. You were saying I was born in, and then your phone dropped.
Yeah, I was born in Pine Bluff, so I'm really used to the humidity. It's different.
All right, so you were born in Pine Bluff. Then what sent you out to Vegas? Oh, we lost him again. Oh man. Talk to him. Let's see if we can get him. Sorry about that. Maybe just try to call back. We're almost done. So we'll just a couple more minutes. I do want to ask him a little more about his background. I want to ask him about if he plans to enroll early and stuff like that, and how he sees himself, what his goals are for senior year, all that sort of stuff. So we'll get back to it. All right, he's dialing right back, so we'll reconnect here. Okay, we got Jeremiah back there. Okay, sorry about that. So you were saying, let's try this one more time. I'm not going to keep you much longer, but
no, it's all good.
Thank you, man. So you're saying you're born in Pine Bluff?
Yeah, Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
So what brought you to Vegas?
It was better opportunities for my family. My mom and dad thought that it was going to be better for me and my brother if we moved out here instead of staying in Pine Bluff. There's just better opportunities out here. And then we got out here, we saw Bishop Gorman, and we was just like, yeah, if we want to go, that's where we got to go.
Yeah, man. Gorman was on Snoop and Son, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the name of the show, Snoop and Son?
Yeah, it was.
Do they still talk about that over there, Gorman? Like, is that a thing?
Nah, not really.
Okay. I mean, it's been a minute.
We talk about the players on that team, but we don't really talk about the show.
Got it. All right, a couple more things for you. And Jeremiah Hughes is with us, LSU commitment, cornerback out of Vegas. Do you plan to enroll early?
We're still trying to figure that out right now, but if I can, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, but if my school requires me to be able to, like, finish the whole thing, to be able to walk across the street, it's just up to my mom, really.
Sure. When you get to LSU, have they talked to you, the coaches talked to you about what the plan would be for you and how you fit into the secondary?
The plan was just to make me that lockdown corner that they always have. Like the dude that followed the best receiver, the dude that want all the top guys. That's just what I want to be. That's what we were talking about.
Where do you think, and look, I mean, you're just going into your senior year of high school. Where do you think that you have still room to improve, develop, and grow?
Everywhere, honestly. You can't always be, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's what I'm trying to get to, perfection. Like everything I do, my man skills, my zone skills, my hips, my press, all that, just trying to perfect it all.
Jeremiah Hughes, y'all give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram, newest LSU Tiger. You talking to other recruits about possibly joining you in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, I got a couple I got in mind.
Who you got in mind?
I can't say too much.
The coaches can't say, but you can say. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, man.
I didn't want to put them in a bad position. I don't know.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's a pleasure. Thanks for bearing with us, man. I know we had some issues with the phone and connectivity and all that. I really appreciate you being a trooper with it. Congrats on your commitment, man. We'll be in touch, all right?
Thank you for having me.
That's our pleasure. That's Jeremiah Hughes. Cornerback commit out of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas is Brian Kelly, and impressive young guy. Brian Kelly and the staff continue to roll right now. That's the second cornerback commit here this week for Robert Steeples. Of course, man, they they've just been absolutely on fire since over the last 7 days. I mean, it really started a week ago today. When they got Jackson Howard's commitment out of Minneapolis. Then on the 4th of July, they got Deshaun Womack committed. Joshua Mickens committed on Sunday. Then on Monday, the 4th, they got Mickens and Duron Reed. It just hasn't stopped. Ashton Stamps, the cornerback out of Rummel and Metairie. And then, of course, yesterday was Jeremiah Hughes, and they're expecting to get Jaylen Brown, the 5-star wide receiver, today as well out of Miami. So we'll carry that commitment live, which is coming at 5 o'clock Central. So if you leave, you can come back. We'll have it for you here. We'll try to carry that for you live here on AFR. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana. Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, Ambassador Caffrey in Lafayette, and online at theantiagingclinics.com, theantiagingclinics.com. As a matter of fact, I was there earlier today, picked up some food for Ideal Protein, also picked up some face wash that I use, hormone replacement therapy treatment, and happened to bump into Theriot, who's over there, looking up some Ultra Shape and Vela Shape. Honest to goodness, true story. He'll be here in 18 minutes. He'll tell you. No matter if you're trying to feel better, to look younger, no matter how young or old you look or feel, if you want to look and feel like your better self, they can help. TheAntiAgingClinics.com, TheAntiAgingClinics.com. All right, let me knock out a quick break. We'll wrap up hour number 1 next. Don't you move.
AFR.
Kids have staked out their place at Ochsner Medical Complex The Grove, where more than 30 pediatricians and pediatric specialists are all conveniently located under one roof, so you can spend less time driving and more time keeping your kids well. Kids! It's no wonder kids call dibs at The Grove. Ochsner Health Center for Children.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but two NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
If you are one of the no doubt many that are waiting to buy a Tyrann Mathieu Saints jersey, you might want to hang on. Nick Underhill tweeted this earlier, that Tyrann was on an IG Live earlier today and said that he has not yet picked his jersey number. He said he would like to get number 5 to represent the 5th ward. Now, remind you that Quan Alexander had number 5, and right now that's Andy Dalton who's wearing number 5. So, and Tyrann, when he was going through mini camp with the Saints, was wearing 32, which is what he's worn throughout his pro career in Arizona and in Kansas City. So the thought was, and I mean, we've seen him in 32. That's what he wore in OTAs and minicamp. But Tyrann said today he's trying to get number 5. So what would it take? If you're Andy Dalton, I mean, you would give up 5, wouldn't you? I mean, Andy Dalton was 14, wasn't he, with the Bengals all those years? Yeah, all right. Andy Dalton was 14 with the Bengals all those years. Do you remember what number Dalton wore at TCU off the top?
I think it was 14, actually.
Let me see. I don't remember. Is that 14?
Yeah, it was 14 at TCU.
All right, so he wore 14 at TCU or 14 with the Bengals. Was he in Chicago last year?
Yeah, I think he was 14.
No, wasn't he in Dallas?
Maybe he was in Dallas. Yeah, he was in Dallas.
No,
it was Chicago, wasn't it?
I'm literally like, dude, this just show you like how just completely out of reps how little I actually care about Andy Dalton's career. Like Andy Dalton I'm Googling, like, what? No, he was in Dallas. All right, so he was 14 in Dallas. His Wikipedia page is Dallas. So he was with the Bears last year. So when Bengals, Cowboys for a year, then last year with the Bears. So was he 14 with the Bears also?
Let's see. I think he was.
So he's been 14 his whole career.
Everywhere.
And right now,
he was 14 with the Bears.
So he's 14 with the Bears. And Mark Ingram has 14 right now with the Saints. So I don't know that Mark Ingram is married to 14. Mark Ingram was, 28 initially, or 22 and then 28. He switched his number with the Saints, and then now he's 14. I don't know how this all works. Why would anybody be married to these numbers? That's the thing that would be super perplexing to me. If Tyrann wants 5, you give Tyrann Mathieu number 5. Why? If you're Andy Dalton, why would you be so attached to take any number? Like, you're the backup quarterback. Take whatever number you want. I mean, take whatever number they throw at you, guy. You're making a couple $1 million just to hold a clipboard and stand there and read the Microsoft Surface on the sideline after the offensive series. So I don't know. If Tyrann wants 5, you got to give Tyrann 5. I wonder how Saints fans would feel about that. I think a lot of people have kind of gotten used to the idea of seeing Tyrann in a 32, the black and gold 32. I don't know. Maybe it's a poll question for the day. Do you want to see Tyrann wear number 5?
Okay. I don't like it.
Are you okay with that? I mean, look, and he's got a reason behind it. It says he wants to wear 5 to rep the 5th Ward. Guy from New Orleans. I get it. We'll see. All right, so Tyrann says he wants to wear number 5. We'll see if they can make that happen. I mean, you've got to make that happen. If it's just a priority of the guys who were in the mix there, like, you give Tyrann Mathieu number 5 and say, Andy Dalton, here's whatever number we have left over that you're going to wear. All right, it's after further review. Brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. 288-8138, 288-8138, ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, Relief Windows, and ReliefWindows.com. That's energy-efficient replacement windows. Beautiful entry doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. The windows are energy efficient. They'll lower your home's energy bill. So, too, is the hardy plank and vinyl siding. And if you never want to ever have to fool with painting your home, install vinyl siding. You just pick the color. It comes finished in. It won't crack or peel over the years. It's fire resistant as well. Find out why more people invest in their home with energy efficient and beautiful hardy plank or vinyl siding. Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. 288-8138 or ReliefWindows.com. Okay, Muso. Tigers in the pros.
Tigers in the pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now. Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, where Baton Rouge gets engaged.
How about the debut that Tari Eason had last night in Summer League for the Rockets? Cool double-double, 14 and 13. Scored the first points of the game on a poster dunk. Pulled up for a couple threes. 25 minutes, all in all. Seems like the Rockets might be pretty happy with that first-round selection of Tari Eason. And you had more Summer League action last night. The Portland Trail Blazers in action. Saw some Trendon Watford, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks all over the floor was Trendon Watford in his 29 minutes of action there. The Grizzlies continue to roll on, playing their third consecutive night.
I'm just going down an Andy Dalton jersey number rabbit hole right now.
Wow,
so shout out to I'm only interrupting you because you kind of looked at me pensively like, what are you doing over there?
I'm not used to just being able to flow through this.
So Julio Mendez texted me, and the Saints ESPN roster has Andy Dalton at 14, and sure enough, if you go to ESPN.com and you go to the Saints roster, they've got Andy Dalton wearing number 14, if you want to pull that up, Paulie. And they've got Mark Ingram, you could see, also at 14, which is not possible because you can't have illegal, two offensive players wearing the same number. You can have offensive defensives. They won't be on the field at the same time. But Dalton and Ingram can't both be 14, so that must be rectified. I don't know what they're going to do, but I am a little interested in how that will all play out. You know me, I don't care about jersey numbers. Like I've always said, put a poop emoji on the front of your shirt. I don't care. But I'm a little interested to see how this all rectifies now, because if someone actually wants a number and someone has to give it up, who wins? That's sort of that tug of war. Okay, go ahead.
10-5 last night for Tremont Waters in the Grizzlies game. Also added 4 steals and a block. Major League Baseball, Alex Lang back on the mound last night. 12th hold of the season. 2/3 shutout innings and a strikeout. 6 pitches, 4 strikes. The ERA back below 2 and 1.97. Linger continues to roll.
Look up Pitching Ninja. He had another one last night.
Again?
Again, yes.
My gosh, it's just an Alex Lang Stan account at this point.
I mean, it's bonkers.
Let's see. That's stupid. I mean, again,
97. That's just like looking at a wiffle ball.
He painted it too.
That's so crazy.
Damn frisbee, 97-mile-an-hour frisbee. Jake Slaughter named the Southern League Player of the Month. Tennessee Smokies Jake Slaughter slashed 344, 423, 689, and led the league in homers. How about that? Second in average at 344. Congrats to Jake Slaughter. That's Tigers in the Pros.
Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com, lmfj.com, where Baton Rouge goes to get engaged and has for 40 years. Thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, corporate in Bocage, the Mall of Louisiana. Those are the 2 Baton Rouge locations, but 9 locations in all. That's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right, Theriot is in studio to kick off the Riot Radio hours when we continue. Glad you're with us here on a Friday AFR.
AFR.
And I am always glad to tell you about the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020, 924-2020, or WilliamsonEye.com. You know, for years I had people tell me. And chances are, if you had LASIK or know someone who has, you've heard the same thing. Oh, you got to do LASIK. It's the best money I ever spent. It changed your life. And I heard that for years and years and years. And a lot of times I would go talk to an optometrist about if I was a candidate for LASIK, but they say, well, your prescription keeps changing, this or that, and you're not a great candidate. Come to find out, when I actually sat down with Dr. Blake Williamson, who's an ophthalmologist, and the difference is he is an eye surgeon, turns out I was actually a perfect candidate for LASIK. And everyone who told me over the years it's the best money you'd ever spent, the best decision you could ever made, they were right. To be able to see is an incredible gift. Give it to yourself. It's possible. No matter your age or your refractive issue, the Williamson Eye Center can help. 924-2020 or WilliamsonEye.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million-mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
There's nothing better than tailgating, but it can be a lot of work. So why do it yourself when you don't have to? Let Revelry Sports and Entertainment set up your luxury tailgate on campus. Order what you want and just show up to party. Book your tailgate today at revelryteam.com. Revelry Sports, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Visit Acura of Baton Rouge for attractive offers on the MDX.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste and only 96 calories. It's Miller time.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. Sunday's men's final at Wimbledon will be Novak Djokovic against Nick Kyrgios. Djokovic wins his semifinal against Cam Norrie today in 4 sets. Kyrgios got his spot when Rafael Nadal dropped out with an injury. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern on ESPN, the women's final, Ons Jabeur and Elena Rybakina. After winning the opener of a 4-game series in Boston, the Yankees are the first team to hit 60 wins this season. By far the best record in baseball at 60-23. The Yankees bullpen turning in 3 no-hit innings to finish last night's game. ESPN's Buster Olney.
The Yankees bullpen reminding everybody this is the best part of the team. Absolutely a shutdown group that could wind up dominating October, fully capable of that.
Buster Olney on Get Up. Daniel Berger drops out of next week's Open Championship with a back injury. He's replaced in the field by Tour rookie Sahith Theegala. 2-time Tour de France champ Tadej Pogacar wins Stage 7.
Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do. Fortunately, Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. It's a good thing, too, because having a home is hard work. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. Geico.com. Easy.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge Studios.
That's right.
Call him the Riot, born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger, he going beast mode, baby he a beast though, what you think he supposed to do, you pitch a better reload, get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryann Theriot.
Here comes Theriot, the throw, not in time, Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge, 100.3 ESPN New Orleans.
This is legit, dude. Check me out. I got camo paint on my face.
Ryann Theriot hitless in 4 at-bats.
When it's 20 degrees, Matt, and you're sitting in a deer stand, it's freezing cold. Okay, you need a beanie on your head.
Our weekly visit with Ryann Theriot is brought to you by Bowie Outfitters. Bowie Outfitters, your home for everything outdoors.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt. I am sweating. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Yusuf. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah. Well, you didn't pound the table quite hard enough. We didn't get a full 360 rotation of the Celevate can. Just about a 10-degree rotation.
Just a little bit.
Right back. There it goes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. How are you, dude?
Doing great.
How's your week been?
Week's been good. A little slow week. Just kind of catching up.
Slow week?
Yeah, kind of catching up from being on the road. I mean, I was gone for.
Oh, yeah, you were gone.
I feel like I was gone for a while.
You were. How many days were you in Nashville with the Flying Squirrels?
8.
8 days.
Yeah.
Is that so? We're talking about the Theriot girls, their soccer team. They won regionals, or they won the state. Went to regionals. One state.
Finished runner-up in regionals. Really proud of them, though. They did great.
Yeah. No doubt. But 8 days, is that typical?
If you get to the finals.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, like it was 3 days guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then
they kept winning.
They'd win.
At some point, you're like, "Hey, Flying Squirrels!" You realize I got to buy a hotel every night.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's not the Flying Squirrels, different team, but
no.
Yeah.
Well, they're always going to be the Flying Squirrels to me.
So,
I get it. I get that they're not the Flying Squirrels anymore. I just love when they were the Flying Squirrels. So for me,
yeah.
Macy and Little Georgie, they're always going to be the Flying Squirrels to me.
Yeah.
Like, they could be playing for Team USA one day, like Team USA Soccer.
And they're the Flying Squirrels.
And I'm going to be like, hey, the Flying Squirrels are taking on Mexico today. Like, that's just what I'm going to say.
What aggravated
Please don't be
me,
mad at me.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Okay.
What aggravated me about this event, though, in particular, is they had an off day mixed in there. Like, they're 13 and 14, 15 years old. Like, why do they need an off day? Like, let them play. They play one game a day.
You need a rest day?
Are you kidding me?
How long are the games?
2 40-minute halves. So, I mean, it's, they're running.
Yeah, they're running.
4 or 5 miles, probably 4 miles, 3 miles. So I mean, they're running, but I mean, come on, still they're babies.
You're 14, 15. I mean, come on.
It's like when they stretch. Why do you need to stretch? You need to stretch.
You're gonna start running.
You're 12, 13, 14 years old.
It's good to have that habit, yeah.
When you woke up this morning, you were loose.
You were limber, yeah.
You were good.
That's true. Now me, more so me than you. Do you wake up kind of sore, like stiff, like you got to kind of get the body moving a little bit?
I don't. I haven't
really?
got there yet.
Oh wow, okay, that's good. Great for you.
I mean, if I do something strenuous, I might be a little.
Ooh, I tell you what, man. Every day it's like sit legs off the end of the bed, rotate the heels and the ankles a little bit, kind of get the Achilles warm, crackle pop a little bit, do a little half moon stretch,
and then you're ready to go.
And they come around like the mermaid.
Bro, you're getting old, man.
I know.
Big day today for you too.
And it's a Friday.
It's a big day for you.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, so it was a catch up week. Hutco's super busy right now, so we're fired up. So that's kept me busy. It's we'll talk about that later. But I mean, storms are coming. But
yeah, I know, right?
But there was something I wanted to do this week, and I didn't do it. And I want to talk about why I didn't do it for my letter.
It's your letter. You can do whatever you want on your letter.
All right. Dear Blue Bayou Water Park. I'm addressing Blue Bayou as if it's a person. I understand it's not a person. It's a privately owned company. But
sure.
Since my childhood, I've enjoyed your magnificent water park. Over the years, you've changed up the slides. You've added a little kiddie area.
Yep.
And even incorporated Dixie Landing into the picture.
I thought that was the kiddie area.
No, it's an average adventure park. Features a roller coaster and some standard fair rides. But it's good. It mixes it up.
Dixie Landing or Funfair Park?
Funfair Park.
Okay, forget the nostalgia.
Funfair Park.
Why?
Because they had the monkey that smoked a cigarette.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean,
the monkey that was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Didn't he get out? Remember when he got out?
Probably.
What was the monkey's name? Someone's going to text me. Bubbles or something like that?
I mean,
or was that Michael Jackson's monkey?
Yeah, it wasn't far from my house, so we went to Funfair Park a lot.
Oh, yeah. Birthday parties at Funfair Park?
It was good.
Was that in Celebration Station? I mean, that's what
it was pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's all good.
My bad.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. I have been in the wave pool multiple times, and it's had to evacuate it. Like, everybody out. There's a floater. Like, that's happened.
I don't understand.
That happens a lot.
I don't understand. Like, if you're wearing a bathing suit, how does it get out? You have to intentionally drop trowel to release it. I don't understand.
We used to buy Snickers from the concession stand.
You didn't.
That happened.
That is a lie.
Nope.
That is a lie.
Nope.
That is a lie.
That's a thing.
No. I've seen that. Wasn't there a movie where they did that?
I don't know.
They put a Baby Ruth in the pool or something like that?
Caddyshack.
It was Caddyshack where they did? Okay. That's it. Caddyshack did. Was it a Baby Ruth? Yeah, it was a Baby Ruth. See, I do remember that.
The fact that you're only giving us 1 month of summer fun this summer is unacceptable.
Oh.
Blue Bayou just opened up.
Oh.
The park opened midsummer and is closing on August the 7th. The second it got over 90 degrees, my children started calling because we didn't see anybody there. Closed. Staffing issues. We're not open. Check our Facebook, they said. Macy's response. What's Facebook?
What's Facebook? Yeah. What's Macy's 15?
Yeah.
15 on Facebook.
Last year, only a few of the attractions were open due to staffing issues. Same thing this year.
Yeah.
You said there weren't enough people to work, but I find that hard to believe. Who wouldn't want to get paid to hang out at one of the best people-watching places in the South?
Normal humans that don't want to go to a stinking cesspool water park.
Bourbon Street, right under Bourbon Street, Blue Bayou, from a people-watching standpoint. You can post up under one of the umbrellas and sit there all day long and have a really good time watching people. It's a good spot.
What about the airport? The airport is as good as you'll find.
No, airport's good.
Because...
But they're not wearing bathing suits that they shouldn't wear with horrible Betty Boop tattoos at the airport.
Some people dress very inappropriately to fly.
They do. Everybody dresses inappropriately at Blue Bayou. Not 90% of the people. It's so good. The truth is, you guys are just lazy. I'm talking about the owners. You haven't made improvements in years, and you still charge top dollar for what is an average to below average water park, but I just go because it's the only one around. We deserve better. My family and I have had season passes for years. That's true. I don't have my wallet with me, but if I did, I've got my card with my picture on it.
I have a question. No, go ahead.
No. Give me the question. Yeah, it's good.
How long have you been a pass holder at Blue Bayou?
As long as I can remember.
Oh. I mean, you know where I live, and you never call me when you're going to Blue Bayou.
You wouldn't go.
You could still come over after.
I could.
Or before.
But I need like a really hot shower. After, when I leave that place, it's like straight home, straight into the shower.
See, now we're getting excuses.
Okay.
I feel a little slighted now.
A little bit. You can only see so many bad tattoos and cellulite till you've reached your breaking point, and I'm there. I've come on this very show, Matt, you can vouch for this, for years and sang your praises.
Yes.
Blue Bayou, but no more. The owners, the operators of Blue Bayou, I'm disappointed in every aspect of your business, and I will not step foot on the premises until changes are made. Sincerely, Ryan, it's over. We're breaking up.
What changes do you need made?
Significant ones.
Well, I mean, you have to clarify what you deem a significant change.
They need improvement.
I mean, I would argue that only opening for 1 month, that's a significant change.
That is a change.
I mean, there's a significant change for you.
Lazy change.
You should go. You should be back there then.
I'm going back. They need new rides. We need better concessions. The little lockers, it's like they got them from Brommer Elementary, which you put your stuff in, and you get the little thing. Like the floats that you can rent for $25 are the same floats that I rented when I was in middle school.
You have to rent a float for $25?
I don't know how much it is, but you can rent a little float and go around the lazy river in the float.
I mean, I've stated this to you in the many, many times over the years that you have talked about Blue Bayou.
Yeah.
Many times you've talked about Blue Bayou. I have lived in Baton Rouge since 1989. Blue Bayou opened up shortly thereafter. I don't remember the exact year, but it was shortly thereafter. Sometime, this is right, correct? Early 1990s?
Yeah.
So it's been open for 30 years, roughly. I think I've been to Blue Bayou twice.
Don't go now.
No, I won't. You give me now?
Yeah.
I mean, me now?
Yeah, don't go
I mean, how well do you know me? I mean, there are a few people in the world that know me better than you know me. You think I'm stepping foot on Blue Bayou? Ever? If 10-year-old Matty Mo wasn't going to Blue Bayou, you think 40-year-old Matty Mo's going to Blue Bayou? Not a shot.
Ain't happening.
I mean, you could have $100 bills floating around in that wave pool. I'm not getting in. All right, maybe for the $100 bill. Maybe for the $100 bills in the wave pool. All right, maybe that could get me in. Maybe. And then I'd use my winnings to pay the doctor bill to get rid of the
syphilis,
the staph that I've got, or syphilis that I've got. All of the so you get STDs by going in this wave pool.
You can.
That's what you've just convinced. A great reason to want to go.
It's possible.
All right, we'll do kick rocks here coming up in a moment. I have one that I'm a little I'm salty about.
Oh,
quite honestly.
Good. I like it when you have them.
I'm salty. All right, that's next. It's AFR.
AFR.
Hey, look, everybody right now is trying to find ways to save money, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you pull up to the gas station lately?
I have. Went today.
I went yesterday.
Yeah, it cut me off.
I didn't. Oh, it cut you off at 100?
125.
Oh, it's because you got a gigantic truck. I didn't even look at the pump today. I didn't want to look at it. I just swiped the card and turned my head. Everybody knows everything costs more. So you get two options. Find a way to make more money, sell organs or whatever it might be. Or find a way to save money. Sell blood. What?
Sell organs.
Sell organs. Can you sell?
Who
Can you
does
sell?
that?
I don't know. Can you sell?
You can, I guess.
Plasma.
Yeah.
You can make money that way. Or you can find a way to save money, like on your insurance. We're talking about people who save thousands of dollars a year on their insurance coverage. Insurance Network of Louisiana. They shop for free to find you better coverage for less money. Call them right now. 293-0450.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryann Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
Hutco Roofing brings you live coverage of the 2022 SEC Football Media Days, Monday, July 18th through Thursday, July 21st. Our coverage is also brought to you locally by Jerry Lane and Rejuve and by 104.5 ESPN's official SEC Media Days sports betting partner, DraftKings.
It's Hutco Roofing.
Yeah, they're doing that,
bringing
right?
you SEC Media Days.
Attaboy, Hutco.
Who made that decision?
Attaboy, Hutco Roofing.
Who made that call? Was that you? Was that Tilly? Good sales job by Blaine Beck.
Beck is good. He's relentless, is what he is.
Yeah, that's what he's a good salesperson. I'm curious. So, like our coverage there in Atlanta, by the way, a week from Monday, all of our shows will be live at SEC Media Days. Oh, I say all of us. It'll be off the bench and then AFR. We'll be live at SEC Football Media Days in Atlanta. I'm looking forward to it. I like someone asked me this morning, do you like going to SEC Media Days? It's a I really like being able to do 4 days of like nothing but football content, and I like the networking aspect of it. That's been the most important thing I think for this station since we launched the station in 2010. Our first year at Media Days was 2012. We've been every year since. And what was interesting is the first year we went was in Hoover then at the Winfrey, which is now the Hyatt Regency, but it's attached to a mall, so there's this long corridor that goes from like the center of the lobby all the way toward the mall.
Yep.
And the first year we were like at the end around the corner. I mean, the only way you knew we were there is you were intentionally going back down that way to find us. And what happens over the years is I don't want to say like the air quotes better stations, but established stations, like you get priority. So it's always like, Jocks FM is the first one up there, 1010XL in Jacksonville. Our buddy Chuck Oliver, from 680 in Atlanta, and the Chuck Oliver Show is up there as well. And then it's like us and Texags and Miami. We're like right there. It's been impressive to watch the growth of 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and the impression of the station over the decade that we've been going to Media Days, and it's been very validating for all of us that have worked real hard on the station. But for example, when you hear Russ Mitchell on AFR. I met Russ at Media Days in 2012. It's where we met. So a lot of the stuff that you hear, it's because we go there and you build these relationships, and it allows us to bring more content to our audience. And so I've really enjoyed it. The flip side of it is it's a 4-day sprint, and when you go on Radio Row, nothing is like you have nothing given you on Radio Row. So like in the main room, every coach, every player goes to the main room. Like there's a scheduled time to go in there. In the TV room, if you're a TV station, you just set up your tripod, and every single coach and player is coming into your room at some point throughout the day based on the schedule. At Radio Row, nothing's guaranteed. You're going to go hustle everything you get. So it's kind of a 4-day sprint. It's really labor intensive. It's not like 4 easy days of shows, but it's so it's a little bit of a contrast, right? But it is great to go. I do enjoy going, and we'll be in Atlanta this year where it's normally Hoover. There's been talks about it bouncing around, maybe going to Dallas, going to Nashville, kind of hitting different parts. I'm sure New Orleans eventually. Like it's hitting different parts of the conference, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we'll be there. And so thank you, by the way, to HUDCO, who is the title sponsor of our SEC Media Days coverage. Do you think we should have to play the HUDCO jingle for every single rejoin the entire week on every show? No,
you definitely should. It's how you get sponsors to come back, right?
Let's play it, Muse. Bring it down low a little bit if you have the jingle. So can you hit like a rejoin? Do you have a rejoin?
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, we're back live from SEC Football Media Days in Atlanta. Brought to you by HUDCO Roofing. Appreciate our title sponsor making our coverage here of SEC Football Media Days, the premier college football conference possible here from Atlanta, outside the College Football Hall of Fame. What would you think about that?
I thought that was great. Yeah. You went HUDCO Roofing, and the second you said that, the number popped up.
That's called hitting the post.
Yeah, you hit the post.
That's
not great.
That wasn't by accident.
Yeah, you did it. You nailed it.
What do you think I am? You think I'm a newbie?
Yeah, you crushed it.
Been doing this for 19 years of my life.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
I was Matt Chase on Sunny 103 back in the day.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, that was my name when I was doing radio on B103 and
I know Jamar Chase.
No, Matt Chase. Good. Michelle Southern is the one who gave me the name Matt Chase, and that was just Matt on Rock 93.7 FM. You think I don't know how to do music radio? Come on, dog. You gotta hit the post, dog.
Matt Chase.
That's what I do. All right, and if you don't put some respect on Matt Chase's name, you can kick rocks. Matt Chase. Honest to goodness
It's
thing.
now time to kick rocks with Ryann Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Roto-Rooter Plumbing.
NBA can kick rocks because they're so dang sensitive.
What are you looking at? Kick rocks.
As a matter of fact, the NFL can kick rocks too.
We've got rocks. You know what to do.
In that case, then Matt's going to have to kick rocks.
Now let's see if Ryann Theriot actually prepared for this week's segment.
I'm going to tell myself to kick rocks. Get on down the road and kick rocks.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I've got a white truck. I'm riding around town.
Yeah, you do.
Get my truck washed. that evening get home and there's ladybugs all over, like it's disgusting.
Wait, ladybugs or love bugs?
Love bugs everywhere. And you can't get them off, and you literally can't. And then they just stop. I was cleaning out my skimmer filter deal in the pool last night, and there was more June bugs.
The beetles. Yeah.
They were everywhere.
They're
Everywhere.
But at least your skimmer gets them, and they're not in the water. They go into the skimmer.
They got them.
They're dead.
Gosh, I mean,
it's like June bug genocide there every day in the pool.
In the pool.
That's what it is.
So love bugs and June bugs can both kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
They're disgusting. I don't know what purpose they serve, other than screwing up your pool filter or messing up the paint on your vehicle.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'd say someone's going to message us and say, well, they actually control the grass mite population, and I mean it's nature, so it's got some purpose. I just don't know what it is.
I don't like it.
I know.
So they can kick rocks. How about the guys that fix the roads? Like, I appreciate when there's a big pothole in the road. I appreciate the fact that you guys are coming to fix it and doing a good job, and way to go. And I love
That's tough work.
I love it, especially when you do it like in the middle of like traffic time. That's always real cool.
Well, look. That's not their fault.
I get it.
They're just doing their job.
Yeah, that's when they got to it.
It's the organizers that send them out there in the middle. How about you do it at 2 a.m. when nobody's driving?
Or how about this? When you fix the hole with the tar, you don't leave a mound of tar and rocks right there to get splattered all over the vehicle or under the vehicle or in front of the white vehicle.
Yeah.
That's happened twice today. I was riding around Baton Rouge. I saw that twice. So if you're on the crew or in charge of the crew that had the people out fixing the potholes today, I appreciate it, but they need to do something. They can't just leave a big mound of the stuff out there to mess up the vehicles.
Or maybe you realize that if you drive a white vehicle, it's going to get dirty.
Or just do something about the tar.
Or when you drive a white vehicle, be it tar or love bugs or rain or dust or anything else, your white vehicle is going to get dirty.
I can't do anything about the love bugs or the rain.
Well,
or the June bugs.
You know what?
But the tar thing with the rocks
doesn't show at all on my black vehicle.
The thing everywhere
shows not at all. It shows not an ounce on my black vehicle.
There's got to be a better solution to that.
Yes,
I don't know what it is.
Drive a black vehicle.
You see Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera both going to the All-Star game.
I wanted your opinion on this.
Legacy
players, yeah.
Both going to be in the Hall of Fame, first ballot.
Yeah, for sure.
Albert, maybe a unanimous. He'll be close. I don't know. Some idiot won't vote for him, but he'll be close.
Well, Mariano broke the seal.
Yeah.
I think you have a new wave of younger Hall of Fame voters that are going to be more likely to vote unanimous as some of the dinosaurs get out there who just, I'm not voting for you because Babe Ruth wasn't unanimous. Yeah. Like, shut up, old man, before I punch you in the face. No disrespect to old people, by the way. I love old people.
Yeah.
Like, old people are great.
Yeah, they're awesome.
But sometimes you got to, be able to purge your antiquated thinking.
And sometimes you got to be able to punch an old person in the face.
That's true, too.
That's just...
And now if the old person punches back, like Bob Barker in Happy Gilmore, then you're just going to wear it. You know what I mean? Now you're going to get it, Bobby.
Legacy players going to the All-Star game can kick rocks.
Kick every time. Okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't like it at all. They've had their time.
You're right.
If they had a season that justified them going to the All-Star game, by all means, let's go. Okay. If they're close, maybe. But if I'm Albert and I'm hitting, 200 with 4, I don't want to go to the All-Star. Now, I don't know how Albert feels. I haven't spoken to him about this. But this is a guy that hit 330 and drove in 100 runs 10 years in a row. Like, he doesn't need to go when he hit 200 or whatever. What is he hitting? I don't know. You pulling up the stats?
Another machine. Albert. I didn't say a machine. I said the machine, right?
I got a hug. Oh, wait, you got to kick rocks.
I do. But I can do it after yours if you want.
Do your kick rocks, and I'm going to do my hug.
Albert is hitting 200 on the number with 4. Yeah, I got to tell TikTok to kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
You like TikTok.
I do. I have been posting on TikTok for 3 years when a lot of people who work at this station, by the way, criticized me for being on TikTok because it's just where kids go to dance. And I said, no, morons. It's a content platform, and everything ultimately matures. Like Facebook used to be just for college students, and then it matured up. And Instagram used to be for photographers, and then it matured up. And LinkedIn used to just be a job board. Ultimately, it's a content platform, and they were given organic reach to people. You could have no followers, post on TikTok, and you could get 1 million views on something. And now guess what? Every damn body's posting on TikTok. Like I told y'all would, morons. Ain't nobody lining up to apologize to me, by the way. But nonetheless, I got shadow banned.
Why?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I have no idea. So if you don't know what a shadow ban is, it's when like they don't plug your video into the algorithm, so you don't get viewership anymore. So like the only people that would see my video is if you follow me and it showed up in your feed and you watched it. It doesn't show it to people that they would think would like it. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm okay if you cut off organic reach. That's fine. Facebook did that. Facebook went to Facebook Zero because they want you to pay for reach now, right? So, like, or not organic reach, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess, well, out with the algorithm, right? You can anything other than just organic reach, like your followers seeing it. If you want to do that, fine. Like, I'm totally cool with that. What I'm not cool with is them just like cutting off me or my video. Like, I worked really hard to put a video together last night that was a clip from Scone and Tea for what TikTok's algorithm wants, which I know what it wants because I've been on TikTok for 3 years. This would have slayed. And it's at 214 views because they shadow banned me, and I'm a little pissed about it. I don't know why.
You need to talk to somebody.
Well, who do I talk to?
I don't know.
It sucks.
You need to figure that out.
It sucks.
All right, I want to give a hug.
So kick rock, TikTok.
Yeah. I want to give a hug. Paulie, you got me here? First, I got a present for you.
What's 4:30? We got a break.
We got time.
All right, it's after further review.
We're gonna go a little bit late here. I got something for you. Paulie, go ahead and let's see what we got there.
Oh,
we made a little picture for you.
I really like it a lot. Where you should have the fight song. Muse, where's the fight song?
We made a little picture.
Give it to me, Muse. There's my head. For those who are listening and not watching, Theriot has put my head on a Catholic High cheerleader outfit. By the way,
Jonna did that.
Jonna did that.
Yeah.
Way to go, JT. By the way,
get your bicep.
Thank you for the arms. That's what I was going to say. Thank you for the arms. I mean, I haven't done bicep workouts in a while. But, yes.
I got you. And look, I got you a little something. I'd like you to open this up. There's a few gifts in here.
All right. Here we go.
Yep.
Is it the cheerleader outfit?
Matt's 40, by the way.
Yeah, 40 today.
40 years old today.
Paper.
Got some paper, a little purple and gold theme. For Tigers.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Are these Jerry Sullivan gifts? Okay.
Not really.
All right. We got caution over the hill.
Yep. You like that?
We got a caution over the hill
it's a
button.
Pin.
It's a button.
Button, yeah.
Yep, it's a button. I'll wear it.
Put that on in the break, over the break.
I'll put this on for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. You probably should have done this in the you can keep it going, Muse. Sure, why not? You probably should have done this in the next segment. You know?
No, we're good.
We can stay it on time.
We can go late.
There's a lot of
you only
a lot of shows don't like to stay on time.
You only turn 40 once.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
All right, an over the hill bucket hat.
It's really neat.
It's
a really neat hat.
Let's see, over the hill survival hat. We've got milk of amnesia.
Yep.
I do like that. Oil of old age. This is wrinkle cream.
Yeah.
And new hair restoration formula.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, a memory detour that way.
Yeah.
Yield to aches and pains. Look at that.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna put on this bucket hat.
It's a good hat right
Warm
there.
me a bucket hat in a minute. Oh, look at that. It's
Look
good.
Yeah.
Good. It's a good beach hat.
Yeah, a couple more. Oh yeah, now we got action.
There it is. All right. All right. I can't wait to see what else is in here.
Yeah.
This is really terrific. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I mean, you're really getting me ready
Shopped hard for this.
Getting me ready for that next phase of life here. Oh, look, we've got a cone. Let's see what it says.
I like that a lot.
It says caution 30th birthday zone.
They didn't have the 40.
Yeah, my 30.
But I thought the 30 was good. I like the cone.
It was 10 years ago.
Right.
Or you know what you can do? You back up over the cone. Back up over the 30th because now you're over, you're 40.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good.
They didn't have the 40, but I thought it was neat.
Put him right there, man.
Yeah.
Leave him on the screen there.
Yeah, you got one more in there.
One more. Okay. Great.
Little
It's terrific.
It was fun shopping for you,
looking forward to getting down in there. See what we got here. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Extends male enhancement pills.
Just, I mean, you know.
No, really, thank you for this. This is wonderful. I mean, that's
the plus.
Yeah, thank you.
Extends plus. Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Extends.
It's the gift that
plus.
keeps on giving. Yeah.
Until it doesn't anymore.
That's why you got 5 pills right there.
Well, Erica thanks you as well for this. Now, I have a question. Is this is this for size enhancement, or is this like just to help jumpstart things?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see.
I know sometimes
do not use if you're nursing or pregnant.
I know sometimes like if it lasts for too long, you gotta go to the hospital. I know that.
But see, I don't think that's what this is, though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Eric, we're going to try this out tonight.
Yeah, heck yeah, you are.
For that.
Happy birthday, bro.
Wonderful.
Happy 40th.
Really great. Thank you. Just means so much. Thank you.
Do what I can. I
really want to try to take one of these and see what happens. I'm curious.
Take it during the break.
I mean, what do you have to lose when you're 40? It's all. Everyone says it's all downhill after here, right?
Just take it during the break and then we'll see. We can do it on.
No. Only in the comforts of home. Oh. We'll try that out. How much did this cost?
I don't know.
The Extends.
Look on the back.
I'm fascinated by this. I don't know why people would take this unless if it's a thing that,
I've never taken it, but I mean,
is that the one with Smiling Bob and the hose and was that what that you remember? Was it no?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember the Smiling Bob commercials? Okay. Anyway, it's after further review. See ya.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Darren James and Associates, powered by eXp Realty. Every home listed by every company, all in one place. You know where to find them, agent225.com. And you might say, well, look, it's not a great time to buy right now. Because, man, I mean, look at inflation, what's happened, and with you talk about with interest rates doing what they're doing. But home prices are still appreciating. This is not a market correction. Forbes said a correction generally is agreed upon to be a 10 to 20% drop in value from a recent peak. We're not there. If anything, what you've had with the increase right now in rates is you've had the market slow, which means it's more competitive. You're not overpaying for houses when you have multiple bids and you're paying way over market value. It's a great time to buy or sell. So call Darren James, 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Armstrong.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, the Riot Radio Hour with Ryann Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
LSU hired its new baseball recruiting coordinator. Any thoughts on what Jay Johnson has done here with his staff?
I mean, I love the pitching coach hire.
Wes Johnson?
Yeah, I think that's big. I don't know how many times or if that's ever happened where a sitting,
as far as everyone seems to say, is that no one can remember a time where a sitting major league bench coach has gone to college.
Yeah, that's
and similarly, when Wes Johnson was hired from Arkansas to the Twins, that also is a little unprecedented. I mean, Dick Hauser, who everyone sort of roundly accepted, was the last college coach to go straight to Major League Baseball when he went from Florida State to the majors.
And so the recruiting coordinator is the guy from Duke. What's his name?
Josh Jordan is his name.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Don't know a ton about Josh Jordan, but I do know if he's getting good players at Duke, he's got to be pretty good at what he does. It's not easy to get in there, and but yeah, I mean, look, Jay knows what he's doing. I know he's got relationships with a lot of these guys, and I will say this about him, and I know this to be a fact, is I mean he has interviewed, talked, done due diligence. Like it's not just throwing a dart at the board and seeing where it goes. I mean, he's got. Yeah, there's people that are kind of in his corner that are helping and guiding and talking, but ultimately this is his decision, and he is vetting all these guys, and he believes in them. So, yeah, I mean, I'll say it's his staff. I mean, it is his staff to the T. I don't know anything about the guy. It truthfully surprised me a little bit. I kind of figured he would have, maybe somebody with some SEC ties that have been down here. But look, man, I mean, it's a different landscape than it was 10 or 15 years ago. I mean, you're able to pull kids from all over at different times, different schools. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Does it tell you anything that when Dan Fitzgerald and Jason Kelly both left, that Jay went ham on the portal before he hired his staff? So I guess my question then is, how important actually is his staff?
I mean, I think the pitching coach position was important for some guys, and when it was announced, when we all found out and when it was kind of agreed upon, could be different times, and so, if you're talking about the positions, whether it be hitting or pitching, I think it could be important depending on the name of the guy, but ultimately, I mean, it's the school, it's the players that are already here, it's the possibility of being a preseason, top 3 team next year and getting to Omaha and for some of these hitters playing with a guy like Dylan Cruz, is exciting. There's going to be tons of scouts there watching him. So there's a lot of things that are in Jay's favor when you talk about getting in that portal and getting some good players.
Yeah, you can kind of have a Pied Piper effect. You see it like with Arch Manning in football, and Dylan Cruz being here certainly I think helps that as well. I also shared with you Kylie McDaniel from ESPN. He today published his final big board, his top 300 prospects for the upcoming draft. And I talked to Kylie about this off air yesterday after he came on the show. and he said there's 16 LSU signees on that list. He said that's a record, at least in his experience of covering the draft, everything like that. For one school to have 16 prospects in his top 300. Does anything stand out to you there, or are there players maybe that you know about or would be concerned about them signing, or that would show up on campus?
Well, seeing Mikey Romero in the 56, right? And there's just projections, right? Or top 300 prospects, and it's not necessarily when the kid's going to get drafted, but that's low. To have a premier shortstop, I think, is very important. I mean, you go back to Andy Sheets and Jason Williams, and the list goes on and on and on. LSU's had premier shortstops for a long time, and he's a kid, and I've watched a lot of his video, that could be that guy. If he shows up on campus, I mean, I think it's a big get for LSU. So that's one thing that kind of jumps.
It's interesting because I've been told leading up the past several months that he's a flat no chance.
Me too.
That he's going to sign and not come.
Already got the NIL deals, all that stuff.
But no, I mean, no chance that he shows up.
Okay.
Mikey Romero.
Yeah.
But you look at that and you go, man, if he drops outside of the top 2 rounds, I mean, then you're talking about slot value under $2 million.
Sure. Yeah.
And the $1 million to $1.5 million range, does he forego college for that? Could you make it make sense for with NIL a little, to fill the gap a little bit, and then he comes to campus for 3 years and then goes?
Yeah, to improve the draft stock. I mean, absolutely. I think a kid coming in with that much hype, it does make sense. I mean, you're a third, fourth round guy, as opposed to being a first round kid. I mean, the money is definitely different. I wouldn't expect any of obviously Jacob Berry's going to go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect any of the high school kids, right here after him. Was it Tucker Toman?
Tucker Toman's going to sign.
Yeah, Justin Crawford, the Bishop Gorman outfielder, Robbie Snelling, who's a dude. Yeah. He's gone. Brady Neal, which would be good to get Brady Neal on campus. And he may be, at the catcher position. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, when you're looking at these draft kids, I mean, either up the middle, the center field, shortstop, second base, catcher, pitcher. If you can steal a couple of those guys, that's big. But yeah, I mean, after Doty, from Mikey Romano on down, Gavin Guidry, Louisiana kid, it'd be great to get him here. I'm interested to see what position he plays, whether it be it's an arm or shortstop. I would think it'd probably be more on the mound, but I know he can swing the bat and play defense also. So, he's an interesting one. And then, you have down here at the bottom, no Raiselman. You're right. I mean, you're telling me that we're going to get a 100-mile-an-hour fastball back in the bullpen. I'm really excited about that.
Maybe so. That would be fascinating to see if Raiselman ends up back on campus, because I think that's one we've largely just assumed was going to be gone. So a draft starts a week from Sunday. All right, it's after further review. We'll wrap up hour number 2 with Ask Ryan. Get your questions in for Theriot. We'll wrap it up next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Maybe you're driving home right now thinking, man, what are we going to do for dinner? Rouse's can help you out. I mean, look, they're not a restaurant, but they have prepared food and prepared meals. You go into Rouse's, go to the left. You'll see the hot and boiled kiosk right there at Rouse's. They've got their meat section. They've got their fish section as well, your seafood that you might want. If you want to get fish to prepare, or if you want fried catfish or fried shrimp, anything like that, they've got you covered. If you want, baked chickens, they got that for the whole family with the sides and all the fixings that you can get. Check them out at Rouse's. And, of course, if you're doing your shopping this weekend but you don't want to fight the crowds, you don't want to get out of the house, no worries. They have delivery options. Just go to the website or download the Rouse's app. You'll see the delivery option. Select your items. They'll shop for you and deliver it to your house. Rouse's makes that possible. They have curbside pickup available as well. It's Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com. Rouse's, this feels like home.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million-mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you. Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but two NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Visit Acura of Baton Rouge for attractive offers on the MDX.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
And everybody in America that don't know the tip about this. Yeah, everybody in the house, put your bellies on. Everybody.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, the Riot Radio Hour with Ryann Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Glad to have you aboard with us here. We wrap up every edition of the Riot Radio Hour with a little Ask Ryan. So let's get to it. You can always email us, tweet us, text us in the 225-396-4400, 396-4400. John Coffey asked Ryan, what's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla ice cream, but I do the Hershey syrup on top.
Tony Moore asked Ryan, strip or ribeye?
Probably ribeye.
Travis Arsenault, what are the chances we get Waldrop from Southern Miss?
I don't think we're getting him, are we?
0.
Yeah.
He committed to Florida yesterday, which is what we told you the minute he entered the transfer portal. Jerry DeLucky asked Ryan, you have to choose one, flip-flops on Bourbon Street or swimming at a packed Blue Bayou?
Man. I'm going to probably go flip-flops on Bourbon Street.
That'll get you some penicillin, dog. Jeb Whitley asked Ryan, favorite brand of pocket knife?
That's a good question. I actually bought a few pocket knives the other day, and I can't remember. A Buck? I think it was Buck, maybe? I think I bought a Buck knife. It was good. Yeah.
Alvino Frazier asked Ryan, who is better, M. Johnson or LeBron James? I wonder if he means Michael Jordan or LeBron James. And there were just a few, typos.
Probably Jordan. Speaking of Johnson, shout out. You know whose birthday is today?
Me?
And? The First Lady of LSU Baseball.
Sophia Bush.
The First Lady of LSU Baseball.
Toby Keith.
Maureen Johnson.
John Rockefeller.
All those people?
And Milo Ventimiglia, that guy.
The first lady of LSU baseball.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yep. Shout out.
Perhaps Mrs. Johnson and I, we should have a co-birthday party. We could bring our families.
SO.
Huh.
How about that?
Did you get her, how old is she today?
I don't know.
Did you get her over the hill button?
I don't know.
Well, that's a very easy question. Did you get her an over the hill button?
Jonna may have. I didn't.
Cliff Nelson asked Ryan, is it better to do business with someone you know or don't know?
Cliff, it's better to do business with someone you know. If you need a roof, have anything going on with your roof, repairs, whatever, maybe you should call Hudco Roofing because you know us, okay? Us. It's all of us.
Lucas Babin, should seersucker be a fabric for swimming?
No.
Richard Talley, do you think we'll be in Omaha next year?
Yes.
Boy, if they're not, that's a problem. John Malonsaw asked Ryan, would you get mad for his birthday?
Well, I got him a bunch of things. Got him the happy 30th birthday zone deal. I got him the hat, got him the pin, got him some pills for later on.
Hour 3 next.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Michelli Weighing and Measurement, Michelli.com, Michelli.com. Don't worry if you did not get your Ask Ryan question in. We'll do Ask Ryan again to wrap up the show in a little less than an hour from right now. So come on back. But in the meantime, you can always reach out to our friends over at Michelli Weighing and Measurement. They are our nation's leading distributor of scales. Michelli.com is where you can learn more. Most people know Michelli because of the weighing component as our nation's largest distributor of scales. 75 years in business. Go to the airport, put your luggage on the scale, look right there on the little side, you'll see a Michelli sticker right there on the scale. I mean, that's just what they do. But they do so much more. They will service all scale and measurement equipment. They can come on site, or they can come pick up your devices, bring them back to their lab for calibration. ISO 17025 accreditation is available, and they have labs C to Shining C. Learn more online at Michelli.com.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown with breaking news. ESPN's Bobby Marks and Mark J. Spears from Anscape report Trailblazers point guard Damian Lillard will sign a 2-year, $122 million contract extension. His deal will now run until 2027. As the college football conference alignments keep changing, what will become of the most important independent, Notre Dame? Here's one alum's opinion, Joe Theismann.
They played 6 games in the ACC, so they were sort of part of a conference over the last few years. So I think that Notre Dame will probably wind up joining the conference. I don't believe they can stay independent. I think that there's going to be too many opportunities for them out there. So I think eventually they're going to wind up in a conference.
Super Bowl 17 champ Joe Theismann on KJ and Max. Novak Djokovic will play Sunday for his 7th Wimbledon title. He came from a set down in the semis today to beat Cam Norrie in 4. Djokovic will play Nick Kyrgios, who'll be in his first Slam final. Albert Pujols of the Cardinals and Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers will both be in the All-Star game at Dodger Stadium.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Down One Cigar Bar. I'm at.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate the back.
All O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
Muso. Woo! Cheerio! Oh, we're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you are driving home with us. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
So, Jaylen Brown, 5-star wide receiver out of Miami, set to make his announcement now. Tweeted just a bit ago that he has bumped the announcement back an hour. So he'll make the announcement at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is pretty significant for LSU. Jaylen Brown is a 5-star wide receiver, and he's from Miami, and Miami is in the mix, and we know that Miami has basically spent more on NIL than anybody except Texas A&M. John Ruiz is a billionaire Miami booster who has been very flippant about the amount of money he has spent on NIL deals and the commitments he's gotten. It would be something if they get this kid out of Miami. I mean, to me, that would signal the start of something that I've been hoping for a while, which is for LSU's big money boosters to actually step in and start, making an NIL statement. If you're watching, there's Jaylen Brown right there in an LSU uniform on his visit in Tiger Stadium.
Wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
How much do you think the recent success of wide receivers at LSU plays in these kids coming here now? Like, every year you're seeing a dude come out of LSU from a wide receiver position. Is that something that they're looking at, and exciting, or no? Is it all about the NIL?
What would it matter for you?
Well, I think that you make your money when you get to the league. Like, you make some money in NIL, but you get rich when you get to the league.
I mean, do you realize
you know what I mean?
that the kid that's committed to Miami has a reported $8.5 million NIL deal with John Ruiz?
8.5?
That's what's been reported.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, well, if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, you're making your money in college. I don't believe.
Yeah.
Let me just say on the record, I don't believe he's going to be getting that much. That's ridiculous. But I mean,
Jaylen Brown may not, but a quarterback could.
8.5 to go
If you
play
have
in college.
If you have a billionaire owner that has it to waste and wants to win, what does it matter to him? You played for billionaires. What does $8 million mean to a billionaire?
That's just bad business. I don't care how much money you have.
It's bad
Yeah,
business.
whatever.
You know what
Yeah.
else? You know what else I could argue is bad
Yeah.
business? Owning 50 cars that you never drive.
Yeah, that's bad business.
Owning 8 houses that you never visit. Owning 5 planes that you never use. Who cares?
No,
It ain't your
well,
money.
it is what it is.
It ain't your money. Who
Unless
cares?
it's life-changing money, which $8 million is.
And who knows what's life-changing for some kids?
Well, okay.
Rhino. I mean,
you know what I'm saying. Like, $1 million is gone in 2 or 3 years. Like,
you know that.
Tops. Yeah.
You know that, but you played professional baseball and you're an adult.
Right.
Like, an 18-year-old, put yourself in the mindset of 18-year-old Ryan. What does $100,000 mean to 18-year-old freshman at LSU Ryann Theriot?
Oh, I get it. It's big. It's big.
But
I think
at 18, I had summer jobs and maybe had like $300 in my checking account.
I think
I was pumped to go buy a Goo Goo Dolls CD. You know what I mean? We went to Chili's and I could buy the appetizer. Like, you're talking about life-changing money for these kids. It's select few to where 6 figures in NIL, if that's what it is, where that isn't life-changing. I mean, we talked about Jacoby Matthews very openly here because I was privy to all the term sheet that he got from Texas A&M and what LSU was kind of offering. And I mean, that kid wanted to go to LSU, but A&M ponied up a little bit more money, but it was significant enough for a kid who came from a family who didn't have much and took the better offer.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of get it.
If it's all apples to apples and, each school's offering the same development, coaching, yeah, I mean, I think you go for the money. And I think my question was the recent success of wide receivers here. Is he going to come? And then I probably should have prefaced that other statement. But how many guys are getting the $8 million or the $5 million? You know what I'm saying? Like how often is that happening?
Yeah, I think you're only going to see that among elite quarterbacks.
So,
like there was a report about the Tennessee quarterback who got in that neighborhood as well. The kid from California whose name I'll never be able to pronounce, but or at least have not committed to learning how to pronounce just yet, but will eventually. I don't know that you get an honor. But listen, regardless of if Jaylen Brown in less than an hour from now picks LSU, which all the recruiting pundits all say he will. Like, I'm looking at 247 Sports right now, and they all do their crystal ball predictions, right? And if you look at the crystal ball right now, it's 90% LSU, 10% Miami. And yesterday, that was 80-20. So you've even seen more change in the last 24 hours. I guess for me, I understand a couple of things as it pertains to LSU recruiting, right? LSU is always going to be able to get Louisiana kids that just want to go to LSU. I've given examples of Walker Howard and Will Campbell. Elite players from this state that want to go here. And I don't think it took you any NIL money to get those two kids to LSU. Now they know they will have NIL opportunities now that they're here,
Right.
but it wasn't going to take any type of NIL persuasion to get them here, is my point. And because you're LSU and you're the only Power 5 in this state that produces a ton of talent, you're always going to be able to get those kids. But we also have seen really talented players from the state leave because of NIL opportunities. I just mentioned one of them, is Jacoby Matthews. That's why he's at Texas A&M right now, period. Like, you could say that that's careless of me to say because no one's ever going to acknowledge that on the record. Fine. I'll own it. Come get me. Like, that kid wanted to go to LSU. He's at A&M now because he had a better NIL opportunity. Not judging anybody for the decision they make, but that's a kid LSU would have loved to have had on campus. For LSU to make sure the next Jacoby Matthews stays in Louisiana, you got to play ball in NIL. And if you go into Miami and you get Jaylen Brown, a 5-star receiver out of Miami, a school that is undeniably spending big on NIL, it shows me that LSU has boosters that have engaged. To what degree? I don't know. Who? Don't know. But it is a logical conclusion to draw that LSU, which you ask anybody around college football in these circles, they will all tell you, for months, LSU is really far behind. And they were. It was obvious. This, I think, if they get it, we'll see in less than an hour from now, would signal that LSU has engaged. How much have they caught up? Will they catch up? How much further will they? I don't know. But I mean, we're all learning this process as it goes along. But this would be an awesome signal to the college football world that LSU ain't playing around no more.
Is what the kids get, is that public knowledge? No. I'd love to know that.
Because you're not supposed to be getting recruiting inducements. If it's the business owner that's doing the negotiation with a manager, right? So you basically keep a school's hands clean. I mean, there's ways to go around and you don't connect the dots through the NCAA. I mean, it's basically legalizing what's happened forever. I mean, we said that a bunch, but it's true. And to what degree they curb it or can curb it, I don't know. But it's the game that's being played, so you better play ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's big what happens here with Jaylen Brown here in the next hour. All right, it's after further review. Riot Radio hours, we will continue. We do have to knock out Tigers in the Pros since we missed it earlier. We'll get to that. A lot of love for Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, we did Tigers in the Pros. My bad. We did that in hour number 1. We'll scratch it off then. It's a Major League reference. All right, stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by the Baton Rouge General Hospital, brgeneral.org. brgeneral.org for the Baton Rouge General Hospital. Remember, locations, Mid-City, right there off of Florida Boulevard. The Bluebonnet campus there as well at the Baton Rouge General Hospital. The Ascension Neighborhood Hospital. If you're in Ascension Parish, you now have emergency care in Ascension Hospital, in Ascension Parish at the Ascension Neighborhood Hospital. And, of course, the Express Care locations. All over the city of Baton Rouge, walk-in, urgent care, 7 days a week. The Baton Rouge General is expanding health care to better serve you. brgeneral.org, brgeneral.org. You can learn more about the Mid-City location. They reopened their emergency room during COVID when our community needed them the most. You can learn about their cancer center, emergency care, the Heart and Vascular Center. You can deliver your baby at the Baton Rouge General. They have primary care physicians, and, of course, you can have surgery there as well. It's the Baton Rouge General Hospital, brgeneral.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has new 2021 Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators on our lot now with $5,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
There's nothing better than tailgating, but it can be a lot of work. So why do it yourself when you don't have to? Let Revelry Sports and Entertainment set up your luxury tailgate on campus. Order what you want and just show up to party. Book your tailgate today at revelryteam.com. Revelry Sports, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000s. Girl, you working with my back, yeah. Just back, yeah. Make it roll to spin his cash, yeah. His last, yeah. Girls proud with your passion. They mad, yeah. You could ride in the Jag, yeah. With that, yeah. You could...
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hey, what's going on over at Bowie Outfitters right now?
Oh, it's funny you should ask that.
You're right. It was funny.
Primal Day.
Primal Day?
Primal Day.
All right, now we're talking.
Yep.
Is this going to be like when you would actually be like a primal hunter and you would seek out your prey with your bare hands or whittle a bow and arrow together out of some beech wood in the back?
Yep.
With a
knife you bought from
Bowie.
Bowie.
Use the hair from a horse's tail and mane as the string on said bow.
Yep.
And then you go stealthily hunt a bison, piercing it with the arrow that you sharpened with stone. Is that Primal Day?
While wearing camouflage from Bowie.
So basically what you're saying, it's the same crap that you sit in a friggin' stand with a sniper rifle and you just wait for a deer 400 yards away to walk by and you put a little dot on, you push a button and you drop it.
You know what today is? Today's July 8th, right? July 8th, 9th, and 10th only. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Shop local, get rewarded at Bowie. Okay. That's right. Get a $10 gift card when you spend $50 plus.
Okay.
Get a $25 gift card when you spend $100 plus.
Okay.
Get a $50 gift card when you spend $200 plus. That's Primal Day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Offer valid in store, only one per customer. Gift cards can be redeemed after the 10th.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm fired up about that. Also going on at Bowie right now, summer clearance started today. It ends July 18th.
Okay.
30% off all banded casual camo items. Listen to me. I would say the 30%, 25%, 20%, all the stuff that I have here, but it's going to take us the entire segment.
Yeah.
Basically, summer clearance started today at Bowie.
All of the stuff.
Everything's got to go. It's 30 to 25% off. 25 to 30% off pretty much everything at Bowie Outfitters.
All of the things.
Because if I read everything that I got from the good people at Bowie, we'd be there all day.
We would be here all day.
Yeah. So you guys need to go to Bowie. Shop local. Go to Bowie Outfitters. Don't go to the big box stores. Go to Bowie Outfitters. Shop local.
Big box stores can kick rocks.
They can.
What'd you do for your 40th?
You know, I really don't. I don't know.
Do anything?
I'm not a big birthday party guy.
No birthday party.
No, I mean, I can remember one birthday party I had as an adult. But that's really, I mean, no. Didn't do a whole lot. You know, today's your 40th. What are you doing? I saw a picture of some macaroons.
Yeah, so Erica
like
is a
macaroons?
big celebration person.
Okay.
She is very, very big into all of the celebrations and such.
Yeah, because Drew's parties are always lit.
Yeah, Drew's
There's one coming
party,
up. I'm fired up for it.
Yeah, it's a week from Saturday.
10 days.
8 days.
8 days.
Was birthday's in 10 daise. His birthday's the 18th, but the party's the 16th.
I'm fired up for it.
Yeah.
Got the invite on the
fridge.
Fridge.
You got it taped up there?
Yep.
It's come one, come all, something like that. Come and celebrate Drew is 8. It's like a circus theme. Carnival theme. Excuse me, not circus. Carnival theme. They're always themed. Our den, she has like these streamer things she made hanging from the center of the den, like the chandelier, like all the way across the entirety of the den. Like if you're driving past our house and you look through what's the window above the door called? What are those things called?
A window above the door.
Okay, well, anyway, if you see, you could see like into the den, like right there in the main room. You just see like these big streaming things in our. It's kind of ridiculous, but she's very big on that. Anyway, so my office this morning was decorated, so I went to go do morning scone. I wish I could show you the entire picture, but here was morning scone. Hang on for those watching, or if you follow me on Instagram, I put on my Instagram story a picture of my office. But look, so there was me doing morning scone today. She had the 40 balloons. You see the 40 party hat over my shoulder. Happy 40th birthday everywhere. And then she went and actually had pictures printed, like 5x7 photos printed, and taped them all together in a giant collage, and then taped that to the front of my desk there in my office. So it's not visible there. But so she did all that. She went to Les Amos and got me a buttload of macaroons.
They're so good.
From Les Amos Bakery. We talked about the Les Amos macaroons after the Les Miles Louisiana Hall of Fame. That's where we had them, yeah?
Where we had them. Jonna smuggled them out in her purse. Remember that? She got the Louis purse filled up with like stealing food from the party. Like, what are we doing?
She had all the macaroons.
You did.
The funniest thing about that was I remember I was standing there talking. I think me and Eric, maybe Smacker, were talking, and you went over to the table because John had said like how good these were. You went to go get one, so you took a macaroon off the table and you started walking back toward us. You took a bite and then just like turned around and went back to the table. Like didn't break stride and went back.
And then Trey was there and he ate every one of them.
That's right. Trey Duncan was there. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, Les Amos macaroons are fantastic. So I did morning scone, and then I walked into our kitchen, and there was like this big platter of macaroon. The macaroons like $3 each.
Well,
they're expensive, and so she's probably like a dozen of them on there. She's probably spent like $50 in macaroons. So with that, and then we had to go to the doctor. I've been to the doctor literally every day this week, which are like literally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day this week we went to the doctor. He had like a G-tube infection, so they had to culture it. One day they had to ultrasound it one day. Then the culture didn't get it off. Had to go back and yada, yada. And then yesterday he fell down, and then he wouldn't walk. And because he doesn't really talk much, he couldn't tell us what really hurt. And he wouldn't walk. So we had to take him to the doctor to get his leg x-rayed. So a lot of that. But yeah, look, New York was my big thing, right? We went to New York a couple of weeks ago. That we couldn't go this weekend because we didn't have anyone to watch Drew. So we went a couple of weekends ago, and we did it big there. So that was the big celebration. Today's just the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. 40 is just a number, right?
I mean,
well, it's just
40.
I don't think I don't feel any different.
No, I mean, look, 50 is the new 40, I think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
40 is the new 30? So the time I get 50, I'll actually be 40?
I think so. I mean, it depends on how you and you take good care of yourself. I mean, I saw you today getting the ideal protein stuff. Man, you know, so I think the diet and the training and all that and just the awareness, like when my parents turned 40, I mean, it's like they're old. They're 40.
I remember when my mom turned 40, we had a party for her at MBS in the little parish center. And my dad, who worked at Lamar at the time, billboards, he had a billboard made that said, Darlene Moscona isn't over the hill. She's queen of the hill. And it was like a crown on top of a hill.
Nice.
Yeah. So that I remember that.
It was a big deal, though.
I
Like,
don't remember
40.
my dad turning 40, though. I don't remember anything we did then.
My dad, I feel like Randy was always 40. Like he was
Yeah.
never younger than 40.
Yeah, he was 45 when you were born.
He really wasn't, but like he was always 40. Like, yeah, no, I don't know. It's just
Randy was retired when you were conceived.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 42, Coach. I'll be 43 here pretty soon.
December 7th.
That's right.
Mr. the Riot. I got you. I'm very grateful that you remembered my birthday.
Text you this morning.
You did.
This is my first time. I made that a point. I will not forget.
And I said, when you texted me happy birthday, I said, who is this?
Who is this? And then I gave you
You gave me a finger.
I gave you a finger.
You flipped me the bird. If you don't like our happy birthday wishes, we'll flip you the bird. All right, it's after further review. But yes, thank you. A lot of you were texting the birthday wishes as well. I do appreciate that. Hey, during Ask Ryan, we did get a tweet that I wanted to ask you. It was from Andrew Lutz, who said, in terms of returning players, this is relative to the baseball season for next year. It said, in terms of returning players not named Dylan Cruz, who do you foresee having that next step breakout season next year? He said one hitter and one pitcher. Who do you think?
I think the pitcher is going to be Ty Floyd if he comes back.
Okay.
And I think he will come back. And
I forget Floyd is draft eligible. I don't know that he would be. He's not a draft risk, is he? He can't be.
I mean, they all could be. He could just want to sign. I mean, let's say you take him in the 7th or 8th round. He's ready to get his pro career started.
Be a 7th or 8th round.
I don't know. He throws 95, 96 miles an hour. And regardless, I think he could be the pitcher.
Okay.
And then the catcher, Travinsky, Hayden Travinsky.
Are you talking about just because of his offensive prowess? Because defensively,
he's not great.
We've talked about it a ton.
Yeah,
he's a liability.
He's not great. He could get better. But I think he has the ability to run the ball out of the yard. I know that. I like his swing. He's a big old boy, and he can get better defensively. And you would say Pearson, but I think he already had that breakout year, right? I mean, I thought his freshman year was a breakout year. Stevenson could be the guy. I don't know how many ABs he's going to get this year. I think it's we're stacking some dudes, so that might be kind of tough for him.
I think it's really hard to answer this question. It's not a cop out, but I think it's really hard to answer the question until the draft happens. It's very hard to have these fundamental questions about the baseball team for next year until you know who's going to be here. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had Dylan Tabrock on the show, the kid from Creighton, and he basically told us he plans to sign, and LSU is his fallback. Like if he gets what he feels he's worth, he's going to sign. Okay, well LSU's a nice fallback. Well, then yesterday we had Kylie McDaniel on, and he flatly said like he's maybe like a $500,000 guy. I don't see him in the top 300 prospects. His words to us yesterday were, I would expect him to show up on campus. So if that guy shows up, he's in your starting rotation. That's one spot that's gone. So then everybody else kind of gets bumped down a spot, right? Is Christian Little in your rotation? I mean, I think he starts the season there for sure. That's why he's here.
Yeah.
So that's 2/3 of your weekend rotation. Now you're talking about Floyd, Money, Javen Coleman's back, Grant Taylor, Sam Dutton, all guys who started for you at times this season, and you got one more weekend spot? Well, somebody gets pushed. Somebody gets bumped. So who is it? Who fills what role? Does Raiselman come back? I've just always assumed Raiselman's gone, that he's going to sign. Well, Kyler McDaniel doesn't have him in his top 300 prospects. What does Raiselman want? I mean, if Raiselman goes in the 8th round, I mean, you'd be talking about pick 250 right around there, right? 240, 250-ish, somewhere in that range. Like, do you sign? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I mean, if you go in the top 10 rounds, you're going to sign, of course. But it's like if he gets a call in the 8th round, does he say, yes, pick me, I'm coming?
I mean, I don't know. I think pitchers are always probably. I'm assuming they're going to sign.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Just because the risk of injury is so much greater at that position.
All right. Good question. You get him in. We'll do another Ask Ryan to wrap up in about 15 minutes from right now. We will knock out a quick break. Got to remind you about Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. Bumper-to-bumper auto service and name brand tires at wholesale prices. If maybe you're going on that family vacation, only a couple of weeks of summer left. before school's back in? When do the kids start school again in the Theriot household?
Too soon, a couple weeks.
Do you even know?
3 weeks? No, I don't know.
You don't? You have no idea when school starts?
Yeah,
I don't know.
August, maybe.
Probably somewhere in there. But anyway, if you're going to get on the road for one more vacation, weekend at the beach before school starts, man, make sure you take that family vehicle to Shawbills. Get those tires rotated. Get the oil change. You're not going to go on a family vacation without making sure the vehicle's in tip-top shape.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't at all. Protect your family. And hey, if you need new tires, they'll sell you the best tires on the road for the cheapest price possible at Shawbills. ShawBillsTire.com. ShawBillsTire.com. Shawbills, where we keep you rolling. All right, when we come back, a lot of love for Marshawn Lattimore that I want to get to. I want to ask you about jersey numbers because Tyrann Mathieu said he wants to wear number 5 with the Saints in honor of the 5th ward, but he was wearing number 32. It's because Andy Dalton's got number 5. So who wins here? We'll talk about that. And if you ever had any jersey situations like that during your career, we'll get to that. And also, it looks like if you're an NFL fan, well, it's official now. DirecTV will not have Sunday tickets starting next season. What does that mean for NFL fans? Talk about that. Stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
You know what you mentioned is coming up next Saturday, huh?
What?
What's going on next Saturday at our house?
Oh, the party.
Oh, Drew's birthday party.
Yeah.
So decorating's already begun. You know what that means for the outdoor spaces as well.
What's that mean?
That means trips to Clegg's Nursery to pick up some flowers, beautify that outside space. The Dippledinos are doing amazing.
Jonna was there today.
I'm going to show. She went to Clegg's?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And yesterday.
What'd you get?
She's been like pimping the flower bed.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, she and Erica can talk. When she comes over next week, you can see how the Dippledinos are doing. They're doing magnificent. They're in the flower pots all around the pool. Looks awesome. Really adds a lot of character to the outdoor space. Hey, if your grass, maybe you got brown spots in the grass.
We have that.
Do you?
And ants. I told her to pick up some stuff to kill all the ants. Like I kill the ant bed, then another one pops up right next to it. These guys are unbelievable.
But if you're having issues, and especially with the brown spots, Clegg's can help with that. So get on by and see them. Buy local, shop local. Tell them Matt sent you in to Clegg's Nursery.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but two NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
The best things in summer are unofficial.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, we're rolling along. We will get to Ask Ryan a little more than 10 minutes from right now, so you can get your questions. Muse, give us an update on the poll question for today, if you would, the Citizens Bank and Trust poll question of the day.
Sure thing. Poll question today. Do you want to see Tyrann Mathieu wear number 5? 54% say no.
Okay, so let's see. The Tyrann, the story here is that Tyrann went on an Instagram Live earlier, said that he does not want to wear number 32, that he wants to wear number 5 in honor of the 5th Ward. So there. Okay, so 55% say no for Tyrann wearing number 5. 44.8% say yes. So 55-45 is the split there. What do you think there, Mr. The Riot?
I want to see him in a single digit. I didn't like the double digit on his back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't think he was big enough for the double digit.
Oh, see, I think the double digit makes you look bigger.
Really?
I think the single digit makes you look more slender and more diminutive. Like, look at Quan Alexander, who was wearing number 5 prior.
Made him look small.
It made him look small. Now, it also made him look small standing next to DeMario Davis, who is a giant human. So there's that as well. But think about the 56 on DeMario and the 5 on Quan. What looks bigger?
When a D lineman wears a single digit,
I love that. No,
they look huge,
right?
though.
Don't they? It's like someone wearing a shirt that's 3 sizes too small. It makes you look bigger, whether that's aesthetically, beneficial or not. It's just a fact. It does make you look bigger when you wear something too small.
I want to see Tyrann wear a single digit, and if it's 5 in honor of the 5th Ward, I'm assuming that's where he's from.
That's what he said. Yep.
Then the 50% people that said no need to kick rocks because it's him and he's honoring his roots.
But
right?
do you think people? I don't know if people know that though.
Oh, well, we just said it. So
okay, we did just say it. Did you ever have like a number that meant a lot?
Absolutely, twice.
LSU wearing number 1?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Or it meant a lot, like to somebody else or to me?
Well, either. Tell me the story.
Oh. No, I was never married to a number, no. I mean, I didn't really need to have a certain number. I wanted to have single-digit numbers for the reason that I stated earlier, because I felt like when I had double digits, the jersey kind of swallowed me, or the numbers swallowed me. Because, they don't resize the numbers. The numbers are what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, absolutely.
My first number at LSU, obviously my only number was 1. Then in the major leagues, I was 55. Because that's all that was available.
That was with the Cubs, right? That was your first?
Yeah, my first call-up, 55.
Yeah, 55.
Like middle linebacker. Urlacher coming in there.
That's like Josh Smith wearing 47 right now.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
So, established myself a little bit, got number 3 the next year.
Okay.
Good number.
Good number.
Good number because it's a good number, but also veterans want that number.
Why?
Because a lot of them are sentimental. They got to have the number.
Babe Ruth or something like that?
Yeah. Just 3's a popular number.
A-Rod.
3, 7, 2, 5. Like
the single digits, yes.
14. They're just popular numbers. So I had 3. Well, Cesar Torres, who was a veteran, we got him in a trade. He had always been number 3 his whole career. And he'd been in the major leagues for a while, and he wanted number 3.
Okay.
But I had it.
With the Cubs?
Yeah.
Okay, I never realized that you wore 3 with the Cubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a brief minute.
Because you wore a different number with the Cubs.
And you know what I told him? I said, you can have it for a Rolex.
Was that what it cost?
So Paw got him a new Rolex. So then
he gave you a Rolex.
He didn't. It wasn't like a pimped out one, but it was an expensive Rolex. So then I got number.
Where did Is Therese come from?
Not sure.
Okay.
I don't remember that. So then I got number 7. 7's a good number.
Okay.
Yeah, I got number 7 after that. Well, the following year we got Mark DeRosa. He came over.
Oh.
Established veteran. Of course, D-Row wants 7.
Yeah, he did.
I said, sure, you can have it. For a couple suits.
For a Rolex.
I already had that. Just needed a couple new suits. You know?
Couple of suits.
Yeah, a couple suits.
So what'd you do? Did you go to like you went to a tailor?
No, the suit guy comes into spring training.
Oh,
yeah, he
okay.
comes. Suit guy comes. We have a different suit guy every week, measuring guys up, slinging suits. So yeah, sure, it's yours for a couple suits.
Oh. Is that how you? So that's where you get 7.
So I gave him 7, and then I got number 2.
And then you landed on 2.
And then
here's Theriot wearing 2. I promise it's Theriot wearing. There it is. Okay, that's the best picture I could find, by the way, of you with the number. There you go. Okay, Paulie got one. There we go.
Good picture.
What do you look
Paulie.
at that picture? That is that's good one. Wow.
Big.
How about that? That is good stuff.
Look at the crowd.
That's rigged. So if you're not watching, it's a picture of Theriot on deck, and it's behind him, so you can see pitcher on the mound, second base, the ivy, the crowd there at Wrigley. Really nice picture. The 2 looks good. Yeah, the single digit there looks good.
Yeah, 2 worked for me. 2 was good.
2 was good. So you were 1 at LSU. I didn't realize you had that many numbers with the Cubs. So then you go to the Dodgers, Los Dodgers.
I was Sticks.
6?
Sticks. 11. Sticks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good number.
Who's the best number 11 in Major League history?
No clue.
Let's see. Let's see. Frank Malzone, Roy McMillan, Brad Ausmus, Early Wynn, Josh Gibson, Edgar Martinez, Rogers Hornsby, Paul Wainer. Yeah, not great. Not great representation here. Sorry, man. Lefty Gomez, Duke Snyder,
Look,
Barry Larkin.
There's me with 13.
Look, so wait. Did you wear 11 or 13?
I wore both.
Why did you wear both in L.A.?
I don't remember why I switched to 13, but I did.
Oh. Rock Reigns wore 11. Tony La Russa, 11. Okay, so 13 with the Dodgers, 11, then 13 with the Dodgers. So you go to St. Louis, and you're back to 2 in St. Oh, you were 3 in St. Louis. Yeah, you were 3 in St. Louis. Did you just inherit that number?
It was available, and see, at that time, I was the veteran.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I kind of had a little seniority and was able to kind of pick the number.
Wow, okay.
And then in San Fran, I was number 5, like Juan Uribe. See, he and I have a lot in common, Juan Uribe and myself. And so it was only right that I wear the same number that he wore.
You didn't play with him, did you?
Mm-mm.
Where you are in 3, in St. Louis with the Cardinal Grays.
Let's see.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Paulie's got way better pictures. I'm just searching Twitter for pictures. Paulie's got the whole interwebs. He's doing a good job with these pictures.
Look at that, Paulie.
Look at that, Paulie.
Me and Colby Rasmus.
Colby Rasmus. Okay. But see, that 28 on the front looks pretty good on Colby.
He's a big old boy, though.
Yeah, well, okay. And there's the Riot with 3. But wouldn't you rather a bigger number to make you look bigger instead of the small number to say, look, it does. It is how it works.
No, it takes up too much space on the jersey.
Paulie, do you have a picture of Mr. The Riot there in his Giants uniform wearing Cinco, numero? So you're like old Joe DiMaggio.
And listen, I like.
Oh, there you are. Turning 2 with Fontenot.
I liked number 5.
Did you? Why?
I did. I don't know. I just felt good on my back. It felt good.
Huh.
Look at Font. He looks hungover.
Poor guy.
Look at him. The jersey looks too big. He's got on the wrong jersey. His undershirts, he's had it for 4 days.
Why
had
does
to
he have
wash
on
it.
the wrong jersey?
And he's wearing Ray-Bans.
Why does he have on the wrong jersey?
It's not the wrong. That's a spring training outfit. That's spring training jersey.
Yeah, I was about to say, that looks. That doesn't look too great.
No, well, he looks. That's what I'm saying. He looks hungover.
No, not him. I'm just saying the jerseys don't look great. I don't like that at
Spring
all.
training uniforms sucked.
Which was your favorite uniform to wear?
The cream in San Francisco.
San Francisco,
really
the cream.
good.
Yeah.
Didn't
y'all have an orange jersey when you were in San Fran?
I don't think
you
I
didn't
ever
wear the
wore
orange. Okay. You like that better than the Cubby pinstripes, huh?
You know what's clean is the Dodger home uniform.
The Dodger whites.
The whites.
Yeah, Dodger whites are clean, for sure. The L.A. on the blue cap. Yeah, it's clean.
I like the Cubs blue, alternate blue jersey pinstripe pants.
No.
I like that.
No. The Cubs, the Cubs wearing the blue top is an abomination. And it's not that it's a bad-looking jersey. It's that the two options, excuse me, of the home pinstripes or the road grays for the Cubs are so pristine that to bastardize it by wearing a blue jersey, which looks like batting practice,
I get it.
is stupid.
I get it.
It's just stupid. It's a Red Sox do the same thing with the red tops. It's they lost last night to the Yankees wearing the red tops. It's what do you do?
Yeah.
It's you have a thing that is really good, like that is just innately baseball. Don't screw it up. Like, yeah, I'll tell you something else that annoys me, and y'all know I'm a uniform person. I'm watching all these commits, every freaking LSU commitment, every one of them. And look, I'm pumped about the commits, and in the grand scheme, this doesn't really matter. But every one of these dudes that's committing to LSU, they're all wearing alternate uniforms. Dude's got a purple helmet on. Dude's wearing the all whites. That's not LSU's purple jersey, white pants, white helmet. That's not LSU's uniform. And I'm scared that they're going to start wearing that more often. That Brian Kelly's going to bring that in and start wearing it more often.
You got to give the kids what they want.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
I'm not going to overreact, but it's terrible. You have a thing that's awesome. Do the thing that's awesome. Don't try to screw it up. All right, we're brought to you by DraftKings. We're going to make a bet on who's going to, what jerseys, what uniforms they're going to wear. Maybe we can do that at DraftKings. Make that an official prop bet over at DraftKings. The DraftKings Sportsbook app, that is. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. If you're a new customer, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code Baton Rouge. They'll give you up to $1,000 risk-free on your first bet. How about that?
That's a lot.
$1,000 risk-free. So if you lose, no worries. Guess what? You can make another bet. They're not going to take your money. Incredible. It's at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code Baton Rouge. Major League Baseball, NBA Summer League, Wimbledon championships are going on. You always got golf every weekend. Ton to bet on. Futures bets right now on Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball, but college football and the NFL. You want to bet win totals for the Saints and the Tigers? Do it right now at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and be sure to use the promo code Baton Rouge. Now, 21 and older, physically present in Louisiana. Availability varies by parish. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full terms and conditions. Licensee partner Golden Nugget, like Charles. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-7-STOP. All right, y'all, we got one thing left to do. We'll finish up with a little Ask Ryan. So if you got questions for Theriot, fire away. I'll remind you, if you missed it in hour one, LSU 3-star commitment out of Las Vegas, Bishop Gorman, Jeremiah Hughes. He was with us in hour number one at the bottom of hour one. So if you missed that, you can go back and check it out on demand at 1045ESPN.com. or on the Watch 1045 ESPN YouTube channel. If you go to July 8th, today's AFR, in hour number one, you'll see it there. And we'll have it up on the AFR LSU channel. Okay. Thank you, Paulie. All right, it's after further review. We'll wrap up with Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Pluckers, Nicholson, Bluebonnet, dine-in, carry-out, or delivery via Uber Eats or DoorDash. You need dinner plans tonight. Pluckers, great option. You want a delicious chicken sandwich? The real chicken sandwich is actually at Pluckers. Get the one Musso gets, the Cheech and Chong. Suits him well. The Larry Bird. It's a really good one. Find your favorite sandwich. Or award-winning jumbo chicken wings. 28 flavors. Pluckers has been named a top 10 wing restaurant in America by USA Today and a top 5 sports bar in America by ESPN. I mean, we're talking about wall-to-wall TVs. Award-winning jumbo chicken wings, holy macaroni, El Guapo dip, fried pickles, fried everything. It's at Pluckers. Nicholson, Bluebonnet, dine and carry out or delivery. 28 flavors of award-winning jumbo chicken wings, ice cold draft beer. Pluckers, you like our wings. Give me the bird.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Visit Acura of Baton Rouge for attractive offers on the MDX.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust Poll of the Day. Vote daily inside, off the bench, Hunt and Hill, the early line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the Poll of the Day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
There's nothing better than tailgating, but it can be a lot of work. So why do it yourself when you don't have to? Let Revelry Sports and Entertainment set up your luxury tailgate on campus. Order what you want and just show up to party. Book your tailgate today at revelryteam.com. Revelry Sports, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Maybe I'll leave here and go over by Don Juan. I have a celebratory birthday smoke.
You ought to do that.
It's my birthday. I can do whatever I want, right?
Yeah, smoke some.
Go to Don Juan. Muso knows all about that. I'll get some advice from him when we wrap up. Muso, just give me some recommendations whenever we wrap up, okay? But nothing illegal, just the legal stuff that I want to smoke. All right, Kevin Goatro asked Ryan, what's your best punchline to get a girl? I think he means pickup line.
Yeah,
punchline is on a joke.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I don't know.
Ask Ryan, Jerry Sullivan jokes for 300. Answer, the things that come out at night. What are the stars and Jerry's teeth?
Okay. Was that a question?
Yeah, I didn't want to get. Sorry, that one fell flat there, TK. Craig Duke asked Ryan, what do you think good old Jerry Sullivan is up to these days? Murder, She Wrote, and Werther's Originals?
Why is everybody talking about Jerry?
I don't know. Those were literally literally back-to-back texts.
Mean to old people, man. Look, Jerry's a hell of a coach in his time. I mean, really, still a hell of a coach.
I will
Very well
punch
respected.
you in the nose.
Great coach.
The grief that you caused me from your Jerry Sullivan jokes over the years. Like one day, not today, but one day, I will be willing to express all and explain all of the grief that I got as a result of your Jerry Sullivan jokes. But not one day, but not today.
Not today.
Ryan, is 0 a good uniform number? That's from Dion Santiago.
I don't think so, Dion. I don't like it at all. And I don't like 00.
Matty Ice asked Ryan, does MJ sign with LSU?
Who?
He's a signee, right?
Who is that?
He's
what sport?
He's not this class. He's 23.
Okay.
Class of 23.
What sport?
Baseball.
Glenn Reese. That's not a question. Holger Heap. What's up, Heap? Ask Ryan. Can I be your +1 to Drew's Carnival Circus?
It's a lot of fun.
We got people trying to buy secondary tickets into Drew's birthday party. I'm gonna tell you this much. I know no adult wants to go to a kid's party. So I make sure that if you're an adult coming to Drew's party, you will have a good time.
Yo, yeah.
Let me just say it that way.
Oh, it's fun.
Ask Ryan, do you enjoy recreational boating with your family? Can you please give others a safety speech?
I don't recreational boat. When I get on a boat, I'm going fishing.
Darren Bone let me know that the TikTok shadow ban will go away. Typically after a week or so, you start showing up on people's For You pages again. Okay. He's got 150,000 followers on TikTok. How about that?
How about that?
Shadow bans can kick rocks. Thank you for all of my birthday gifts. I appreciate it very much.
Welcome.
Very, very nice. Musil, Paulie, thanks so much. Y'all have a great weekend.
AFR.
All right, as we get on down the road, we'll remind you about GMFS Mortgage and GMFSmortgage.com. Changing lives since 1999. Home buy, refi, construction loans voted the #1 best place to work in Baton Rouge at the Baton Rouge Business Report. How about that?
That's good.
That is fantastic. GMFS, among the top USDA lenders in the country, number 11 nationally, number 1 in the state of Louisiana. You want to know why GMFS wins all these awards?
I do.
Because they're awesome. And for more than 20 years now, they've done billions in loans and served tens of thousands of Louisiana homeowners. Like me. Eric and I bought our first home, we financed with GMFS. Sold that home, bought our second home, financed with GMFS. That's the home we're in now. When rates were really good 18 months ago, we refinanced that home with GMFS. They want to be your lender for life. GMFS Mortgage. To find a local loan officer nearest you, GMFSmortgage.com. GMFS Mortgage, changing lives.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded. Because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.